pledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a really good time and scheduled today's show for tomorrow. That's why it's not
is
there.
That what it is?
Apparently.
Oh, my goodness.
He doesn't know what day it is.
Uh-huh.
He'll blame the time change, which would be nice, although all the rain over the weekend, granted, I've got a covered patio, so it didn't slow down the grilling over the weekend, but yesterday sucked. And, we're supposed to have all this light longer now, but it was so dark yesterday because of all the rain, It didn't really matter.
Well, I'm happy to see it, though. I mean, my yard was singing a good song.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it was good. Needed a little rain on the yard, so it was good. And I don't mind days like that every now and then. I wish they'd happen on a Monday or Tuesday or during the week instead of on a Sunday or Saturday. But what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, that's it. What are you going to do? Now, I will say, and I saw this, you talk about, rain on a weekend. Don't do that. Do it during the week. Somebody, one of the gazillion memes over the weekend, this whole time change thing. Why don't we do that at 4 o'clock on a Monday? Why do we have to do that on the weekend? you shave an hour off of your life on a weekend. Why can't you do that in the middle of a day on a Monday, which makes sense?
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That way the day would go by. Like it, say about 5 o'clock when it hits, we go an hour and we're off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, or, people that get off work at 5. All right, it's 4 o'clock now, 5 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Go from there. Speaking of rain and your
That's a damn good idea.
Your grass singing a song.
Yes.
Interesting phrase, but I will tell you guys a lesson that I have learned with my wife out of town for, it's going to be several months, but she's been gone for 2 weeks. Water the plants. Didn't know I was supposed to.
Well, dude, I mean, honestly, is she going to leave you some notes?
Apparently,
maybe?
she needs to.
Yeah, I think she does.
She needs to. I mean, they still look fine to me, but apparently they're supposed to get watered.
Yeah, I would say.
That wasn't on the instruction list of things I needed to do.
Not every day, but, like what, 2 or 3 times a week?
I don't know. She hasn't left the instructions yet.
I hope she puts them somewhere that are easily found.
All she has to do is tell me, and it will get done.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, it might need to be reminded a couple, 3 times.
Whatever, dude.
But
come on.
I watering the plants was never anything that I thought I needed to do. Didn't cross my mind once.
Oh,
and then I got to thinking about it. I don't know that I've ever seen her water the plants either.
Well, she does. You just don't see her
do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but yeah, that was the, of all the things, that's what I'm in trouble for. She's been gone for 2 weeks, and I didn't water the plants.
Well, I bet she watered them already.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dude, you ain't going to make it.
Oh, dude.
Hey, you're not going to make it.
Are you kidding?
I'm telling you.
I'm fine. Plants, maybe not, but they're fine.
Oh, my gosh.
They're fine. Would you have known to just water
I
plants?
know a 10-year-old that would probably be in better shape, left alone. Holy cow.
Just say it. What?
Yes, I would know how.
You would not.
Of course.
You would not.
I don't think we have any plants in the house. That
See,
need to be
you
watered.
probably have 50 of them, and you don't even know about them.
we don't
because that's
have
kind of
any
how
here.
our plants are.
Uh-huh.
They're there. I don't pay attention to them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they make the house look good.
Sure. And if they weren't there, would you even notice?
No.
Right?
No, because we don't have any plants.
You do.
We don't.
I promise you.
I guarantee you we don't.
Maybe.
We got fake plants.
Uh-huh.
Nothing real.
Uh-huh.
So I don't have to worry about that.
You say that now.
I don't
Stop
have to.
it.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, guys, if she's out of town, put that one on your list. Water the plants.
Yeah. If she's out of town for an extended period, if she's gone for a weekend, you're fine.
It depends on when they're supposed to be watered. Apparently, there's a schedule they need to keep.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, well, why didn't you tell me that before you left? She says she did. I don't believe her.
Now, if she said she did, she did.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, your wife's pretty honest, dude.
She thought she did.
Your wife's pretty honest.
She thought she did.
You convinced her otherwise.
I'm just saying.
Exactly what happened.
Water the plants, boys.
Yes. We are continuing to follow the stuff that's been breaking all day with the legal tampering period in the NFL. We're going to go over all of that coming up in a minute. But first, we got to get to the San Antonio Spurs. My goodness. You know, I'm watching that game yesterday, Jason. I'm convinced. I I don't know how you stop this team when they're all playing that well. I really don't know how you stop this team.
You can't.
It is incredible. Let's talk about it. We'll do that as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Calling all flag football fans, HEB and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Dallas Cowboys Flag Football Classic, presented by HEB. Join us Saturday, March 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Star Complex Center in San Antonio to watch local youth flag football teams take the field, hang with Rowdy at the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame trailer, and more. For more details, visit dallascowboys.com/HEB flag today.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary, must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling, presenting sponsor of the 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament on Monday, March 30th. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DJ Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
The Valero Texas Open is a can't-miss event. Here's your chance to enjoy food, drinks, and the world's best PGA Tour pros as they tee it up at TPC San Antonio. You won't want to miss the unforgettable, unexpected, and winning moments at the Valero Texas Open. Proceeds help us continue a long-standing tradition of giving back to our community. Buy tickets on ValeroTexasOpen.com and join us April 2nd through the 5th.
Big games, weekend trips, last-minute plans. That's why Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is opening their doors to new furry family members this month. With over 6,000 feet of indoor play space, 5 outdoor play yards, and fully trained staff supervising your pup's every move, your dog stays happy, safe, and active while you're away. Add grooming, training, and special one-on-one time to make every day, every stay unforgettable. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
I love my Connecticut water softener. Dave here, and yes, I own a Connecticut. Other water softeners just can't measure up. So if your old unit keeps breaking, leaking, or burning through salt, stop paying for frustration. A Connecticut doesn't run on electricity. It powers itself using your water flow and only cleans itself when needed, not on a timer. And Connecticut backs its efficiency claims with independent testing through the Water Quality Association. Connecticut protects your plumbing and appliances. It helps dishes and fixtures stay cleaner and leaves your skin and hair feeling better. And right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. For clean, pure water 24/7, call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE, and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Hi, I'm April Ancira with the Ancira Auto Group. We've teamed up with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star to give away $60,000 to local charities in our Bracket for a Cause contest. 64 local charities will be randomly paired with tournament teams. The winner will get $50,000, while the team that suffers the biggest loss gets $10,000. All the details on how your nonprofit can enter are online at Ancira.com. That's Ancira.com. Good luck.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, we've got a big one to get you ready for tonight. San Antonio welcomes the Celtics into town.
And it's college tourney time. SEC, ACC, Big 12, you name the conference is playing soon. We're going to talk about it all. Hey, get here early. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, make your plans right now to join us tomorrow. We're going to be live at San Pedro Driving Range in Par 3 with our friends from Flight by Yingling. In fact, Flight's going to be kicking off a weekly putting contest at the San Pedro Driving Range. It's going to run for 10 weeks. You can come out tomorrow and you could win a Flight golf bag if you can outputt me. Now, if you outputt Jason, you may have to give us a prize or Flight a prize because that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
No, you'd win a prize also. Maybe like a Kanga cooler or something like that.
If you output me, you'll win a prize. If I beat you, you owe us a beer.
Absolutely. I agree with that. So come on out tomorrow at the San Pedro Driving Range in Par 3 with our friends from Flight by Yingling. Of course, the Blitz is on from 2 to 6. The putting contest, we'll probably do that before the show, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then stick around and have a flight or two afterwards. So make plans to join us out there.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed. And then the Spurs play tomorrow night, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have the game on.
Big game
Every
tomorrow.
game they've had since they've been home has been a big game, and yet they just continue to roll. You know, Detroit, L.A. with the incredible comeback win.
That was
And then
incredible.
yesterday, you know, the physical Houston Rockets were going to come in and bully ball the Spurs.
Didn't do it.
Dude, that game, that ball movement. And even Mitch Johnson said afterwards, man, when you're moving the ball like that, this team is unstoppable.
Starts with the defense and the rebound because then you get a playoff misses. The pace has been really consistent, it feels like, recently in terms of kicking the ball ahead, kicking the ball across, people running to put pressure on the paint if applicable or appropriate, and then also flattening the defense and getting to the corners. And when you do that with the speed that we can play with and the talent and dynamic variety that we have with the basketball, it's really hard to guard.
Well, it's also hard to guard when you're knocking down threes at an over 50% clip. And that's what the Spurs did yesterday. I mean, they were just simply on fire. And Houston was not. Not to say it would have made any difference because the way the Spurs were playing, it was going to be an ass-kicking either way. But when the Spurs are shooting like that, man, they're a difficult team to beat.
38 assists on 51 made field goals. And 21 of 40 from 3, 52%. The Rockets were 8 of 28. And just take these 3 games at home. If the Spurs can play like that, now granted, there were some reasons they had that big hole against the Clippers, but they were able to dig out of it. But when they're playing like this, there's nobody that's going to beat them. But can you count on 22 or 21 of 40 from 3? And the answer is no. You know, if you're shooting north of 35%, 38, 40%, you know, that's, you know, reasonable. 52% from 3 is just insane. But as much as I say you can't count on that, they've consistently done it during the rodeo road trip. Devin Vassell, while he was 0 for 3, and he was bad last night, but for the most part, Devin has been solid. He's been one of those that is streaky, but, you know, Champagnie was solid last night. And Keldon Johnson and Dylan Harper off the bench, the 1-2 punch that they offer is just incredible.
Well, and then you want to go deeper than that. It was Carter Bryant on Friday night who was a beast, who played extremely well. And I think it's time that we give Mitch Johnson a little credit. The adjustments that he made in the halftime locker room, I'm going to assume that he made some adjustments. He is the coach, and they looked like a different team on Friday night when they came out of the halftime locker room. And then last night, have you noticed, and Wemby talks a little bit about this, Jason, where he's actually, and I think Mitch Johnson does too, Wemby's bringing the ball up a lot more. And he's starting the offense when they get into the half court, and it's working.
In my opinion, it's something that takes a lot of trust in the teammates, obviously, and also in our system, And maybe the best thing about this team is that, these guys are trustworthy, you know what I mean? I can trust them to make the right play. I can trust them to play unselfishly. And I can trust that anybody in here can trust that if they do the efforts, my teammates will do the right choice and will capitalize on it. So it is something I've been trying to balance, because obviously I can't do only this, because I still have to be a ball dominant player if I want us to be at our best. And I still have to just get the ball in the basket at times. But it's a balance I've been trying to have, and I think I'm not the only one. And I think it's one of the reasons we're successful right now.
I like it, and I like Wemby doing that, and it seems to be working and flowing, and obviously when they're moving the ball, as you mentioned earlier, the way that they have been, it's a tough team to beat. They really are, man. They're convincing me that they may have to be the favorite.
Except for the lack of playoff experience.
Yeah, well, sure.
And there's nothing they can do about that until they get some. But that's the knock. That's the man. Playoff basketball is different. We all know it's different. This team is different, and not only do the players, they don't have playoff experience. Mitch Johnson doesn't have playoff experience as a head coach, but I like the staff, and I like what Mitch has done. And I'm seeing some comments like that on our YouTube page. You can go read them there at the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. But the other thing, and Mitch Johnson talked about this after the game, with the rising expectations of the Spurs. Remember, at the beginning of the year, it was just get some postseason experience.
Mm-hmm.
Play in, play off, what were you going to be? Well, you win 15 of 16 games. You're dominant. You've got Wemby. The target is on your back. And this group has responded.
You hope there's a level of competitiveness and a level of expectations that you have for yourself, and then you set those for those around you. And if you can kind of get lost in that, then typically the rest will take care of itself.
I think he's right. I mean, and again, I'm going to give Mitch Johnson a lot of credit. I think he's making the right moves, the right adjustments, and putting these guys in the right spots. And because, look, teams come in, they're watching film of what they used to do, or maybe a previous game against the Spurs, and Johnson's finding a way to make things look a little different. Again, yesterday it was a lot about the three-point shooting and just being hot from the outside. And then Wemby he has started to I know he struggled there for 3 or 4 games on the rodeo road trip, but that man is starting to assert himself. And he is playing some great basketball.
He is. And, kind of back to Mitch, you have to give this guy a ton of credit in so many different ways. And it's why I think he's serious, probably leader in the Coach of the Year category. You played a Detroit team a week ago. You've played Houston already this year and have had success against them. You know that Detroit came in with a different game plan, and we could see that. The result was the same. Why? Mm-hmm. Because the Spurs had a different plan. And so whatever Detroit was preparing for is if San Antonio would do something similar like they did in Detroit, the adjustments that the Spurs made. Same with the Rockets. That staff putting together their game plans on how to combat. And you could tell that they weren't going to let Kevin Durant beat them last night, right?
No.
But also they kind of kept everybody else in check. But, all these teams supposedly making whatever adjustments to beat the Spurs, I like the Spurs adjustments coming into the game. And because they are deep and talented, they can throw a lot of different things at their opponents, where Detroit is only going to be as good as Cade Cunningham. They don't have that next guy or the other guy that you can rely on. Spurs do. Last night, prime example, Devin Vassell, not a good shooting night. He didn't take a bunch of shots. Other guys did, when it just clearly wasn't his. So I do think, though, when you look at it and you think about where this team is and the credit that Mitch Johnson should be getting, I think those are a couple of examples. Here's teams that game planned well to try to come in and beat a team that had beaten them before, and the Spurs were better in the second game.
Yeah, absolutely right, and gave them a whole new look. And Fred on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page is absolutely right. Nobody wanted Mitch Johnson. Did you? Or we were skeptical of him with his lack of experience, and I think it showed a lot last year, more so than it does this year, and I think he's learned a lot, and he's got the team that he can do a lot of different things with. But I think fans need to start giving Mitch the credit that he deserves. He will win Coach of the Year. I don't see any other coach out there that deserves it as much as Mitch Johnson deserves this. And so I think he's going to win Coach of the Year easily, and who knows how far he can take this Spurs squad this year. It's an incredible run. They're playing incredible basketball. I just hope they can keep this thing up. There's, 20-some-odd games left in the regular season. A big one tomorrow night for sure. 2.5 games behind Oklahoma City, but keep in mind Oklahoma City has won 5 in a row as well. They're playing good basketball too.
But it is a battle for the 1 seed, and kind of going back to Fred's comment, not like Fred that I recall, and he could lie to me. The idea when Pop finally stepped down and they promoted from within a guy that all we saw was what he did last year as the interim coach.
Mm-hmm.
And there were names like Steve Kerr being thrown around.
There were.
And who wouldn't be a little bit disappointed if you think you could get somebody like a Steve Kerr for somebody that you don't know? At least this year, it's proven to be the right call, the right hire, and the staff that he has put together. But for Fred or anybody else to chastise the Spurs fan base, a lot of local fans didn't want Mitch, including the media. It's you've got a guy like Wemby, and you give it to a guy with no head coaching experience. You get a guy like Wemby, you're driving a Ferrari. You don't give that to a 16-year-old that doesn't have any driving experience, especially when you get names like Steve Kerr that were listed as possibilities of coming in. I think that's where some of the surprise, I don't even want to say disappointment or, there were a lot of questions. Are we sure? Are we sure? And we're seeing it. And I think that's a credit to both Pop and Mitch Johnson and RC and everybody involved with the Spurs. Would it be just him trying to do things the way Pop did? But you could tell this is definitely Mitch Johnson's team. The way things are going this year versus last year when he had the interim tag and was clearly doing whatever the instructions from Pop were.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's no doubt about it. And he's changed. He's been unleashed. Hey, but I'll admit it. I did not want Mitch Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem admitting that, and I think I'm probably in the majority here.
You are.
And so I just think that, look, again, I can change my mind. I see what he's doing, and he's proven a lot of people wrong, and I'm happy for him. And so that's good. This team is playing well. Spurs fans are excited. We'll see where it goes from here. Hopefully it's the ending everybody wants. But there's still a lot of road to travel before we can say this is the best team in the NBA.
Well, very true. One of the biggest surprises, and he's got them playing well. But it also goes to show that, on the inside, they have a lot more intel and knowledge about individuals than the rest of us.
Yeah.
People that didn't want Mitch Johnson is because we didn't know him. He doesn't have a track record. Like let's say they hired somebody that you already had an opinion of, you could have been excited or not. If it was a Mike Brown or a Steve Kerr or, all the different names, the Avery Johnsons, all the names that were tied to the job when Pop was going to step down. Instead, they promoted from within a guy that we don't know, partly because the Spurs don't allow interviews and things like that where you can get to know who the staff is, know who some of these young players are on that kind of level.
You're exactly right, and that's true. A no-name guy, when you have a possibility of a big name coming in here, sure, all of those things are true. But props to Mitch Johnson. He's certainly proven me wrong and a lot of us wrong.
All of us, yeah.
And so and I'm happy. And again, I hope we get to the final result that everybody wants. A lot of road to travel just yet. By the way, Wemby, again, Western Conference Player of the Week, has just been named that. If you give a damn, Tyler Hero is the Eastern Conference Player of the Week for the Miami Heat. So there you go. Big game tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to talk a lot of Spurs this afternoon and then tomorrow as well as we get ready for a big showdown because let's face it, Boston's playing about as well as anybody in the league as well. So you're going to have two hot teams coming in, and with Jason Tatum back, they're a different ball club, that's for sure. Let's talk a little NFL football because there is a lot to talk about. That is for sure. A lot of things happening for the Cowboys, a lot of things happening for the Houston Texans, and everybody else in the NFL. We're talking about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
The Blitz will be broadcasting live Tuesday afternoon with our friends from Flight by Yingling at the San Pedro Driving Range Bar and Grill.
Flight will be kicking off a weekly putting contest at the San Pedro Driving Range. The 10-week series starts Tuesday, and you can win a Flight golf bag if you can out-putt Joe.
Or Jason, plus some other great prizes. So grab your putter and join the Blitz Tuesday from 2 to 6 with Flight by Yingling at the San Pedro Driving Range Bar and Grill.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Spring has sprung, and so has Ulta's 21-plus days of beauty event, now through March 26th. Over 250 beauty steals at 50% off, making it easy to refresh your routine. That means 50% off daily beauty steals from brands like Charlotte Tilbury, Sol de Janeiro, and Amika. Score weekly beauty steals on faves like Live Tinted and Polite Society. Plus, say hello to new arrivals from Rare Beauty and Natasha Denona. Don't wait. Shop in-store, online, or try pickup today. While supplies last. Conditions apply. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
Come on. No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up. I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe? Yeah. I only paid. Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The St. Patty's Day parties at the Rue Pub are legendary, and this year, it will be the biggest St. Patrick's Day party ever. An all-day block party starting at 11 a.m. The green beer will be flowing. Live music with Finding Friday on the outdoor stage from 6 to 9. DJs at both the Rue and Angry Elephant before and after the band. It's an all-day party March 17th, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever before. So plan now to celebrate St. Patrick's Day the right way at the Rue Pub and Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together, like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from
We can be twinsies.
to
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, PPL Motorhomes, and Encira Auto Group. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Well, speaking of money, we got a $50 gift card we're going to be giving away at some point in time during this show because it is Mellow Monday for Mellow Mushroom. So you get a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom if you win. We'll be doing that coming up here in a little bit. And we're going to have some tickets to go see Foreigner.
Wow.
At the Majestic in October.
Wow.
Can't wait for that. I got to get a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
Look at that.
Be a lot
Kel
of fun.
Reiningle, color 83.
That's right.
The average age of the band.
I don't care, man. Foreigner.
Speaking of Mellow Mushroom, we're going to be live at Mellow Mushroom on Thursday afternoon. Conference tournament action underway, so you win that $50 gift card and come hang out with us.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Buy us a pizza.
You could.
With that $50.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
They could do that. It's the least they could do. Give you $50, you can share it with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure again why they call it legal tampering period. Can they just call it like it's okay to talk? Who are we tampering with? Nobody. Somebody thought they were smart, huh? Let's call it the legal tampering period.
Didn't they actually change the name of it?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think it's called something else now.
Well,
Pledge would offer to chime in, but he's eating a rib right now.
He sure is.
He's busy.
Yeah. Like a dog with a bone.
Accurate. Was it over $1 billion have been spent today?
Quite a bit, yes. I think about half of that by the Tennessee Titans, who have added 6 players today. So Robert Saleh's not messing around, that's for sure. He wants to improve that team and improve it quickly. But for the Cowboys, an interesting move as far as I'm concerned, and this has got to be a Christian Parker deal, or the Packers and the Cowboys now are just really good friends, one of the two, and they want to help each other out. Who knows? I don't know. But Rashan Gary, Packers get a 4th-round pick. The Cowboys love 4th-round picks to trade.
Yeah, dude, it's Dallas. Now, I'm excited about this move. But, boy, I was really excited this morning when Schefter's original tweet was Rashan Gary to the Cowboys in exchange for a late-round 2027 draft pick. Now, here's a guy that thought he was going to get cut.
Yes.
And
probably would have.
And would have. And the Packers were able to get a 4th-round pick for him, somebody they were going to cut. Now, the Cowboys didn't have to negotiate. They didn't have to get into any kind of a bidding war. That's the positive. But then, and you think about Osa, who's still a Cowboy, although there are reports that he was on his way to the Raiders in the Max Crosby offerings. But you got Osa, Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark. You add in Rashan Gary, you add in what the Cowboys already have and what they might still could do, and that's a solid pickup for the Dallas Cowboys. Hell, between Quinnen Williams and Rashan Gary, that's still less money than they would have had to pay Micah Parsons combined. But still, the fourth-round pick, again? Late round to me was 5th, 6th, 7th, 6th, 7th, and it's next year's draft. And then we find out it's a 4th. Takes a little bit of the excitement out, but overall, I like what the Cowboys are doing. And, yeah, Christian Parker does have experience with him while in Green Bay.
Well, look, obviously he's not the player of a Max Crosby or a Trey Hendrickson or a Micah Parsons for that, but he is a solid guy. He can stop the run, and he doesn't put up eye-popping numbers, but he's solid. And I think it was a good move. If you're not going to get the other guys, I was happy to see that the Cowboys at least went down swinging on the Max Crosby deal. Jerry just wasn't going to give up 2 first-round draft picks, and that's what the Raiders wanted. The Baltimore Ravens get him. And that's going to be tough, although they lost a big piece today in their center, Linderbaum.
Yeah, although you think about Max Crosby now in that division, and the nastiness that you wanted in Dallas, right? And that's what you were talking about last week. Thursday, Friday is just the attitude. You add a Max Crosby to that Ravens defense, and you think about the Ravens lore when it comes to defense from like Suggs and Ray Lewis, and, that kind of fear is back. I mean, my goodness, this could help Aaron Rodgers make his decision. Does he really want to go play in Pittsburgh and see them twice a year? Jamar Chase was doing a live stream when he got the word live.
Joe just texted me. Ravens traded for Max Crosby. No f***ing No f***ing No f***ing brother. I'm f***ing highly pissed right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. F***ing, how the f*** do we let this go to the f***ing division, bro? Oh my god, bro. Why the f*** do we let this go to the division, bro? Oh my god.
Uh-huh. I think that was the general reaction, right?
It was.
He speaks for everybody.
Of course. Well, if you're a Cincinnati Bengal for sure, or a Pittsburgh Steeler, or a Cleveland Brown.
I think he definitely speaks for Joe Burrow.
Yeah, for Joe Burrow for sure.
Yeah, so we're losing Trey Hendrickson, and they're getting Max Crosby?
Hey, they could add Trey Hendrickson, too. Put him on the other side of Crosby.
I mean, they could. Although, I don't know if this Rashan Gary deal to the Cowboys takes Dallas out of the mix for Trey, but they have so many other needs from a financial standpoint. And you and I, Ryan Eagle, we talked about this on Friday. While a Crosby would have been great, or a Trey Hendrickson, with all their needs, is it better to add several really good players instead of one great one? And I think they did that with the Rashan Gary deal. He's good, he's not great. The 33rd team tweeted out, since he entered the league in 2019, Rashan Gary won as 6 players with 45 or more sacks, 300 or more pressures, and a pressure rate above 15%. The other 6, or the other 5, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Micah Parsons, Nick Bosa, and Josh Hines-Allen. And Rashan Gary's had at least 5 sacks every season since 2020.
Well, there you go. And he plays the run well.
Yep.
So, again, you've got that, and you've got teammates hooking back up. They were former Packers, now Cowboys. I'm not upset by the move, honestly. I think it was good. I really wanted the Cowboys to land Max Crosby. I was hoping that would happen. And, again, happy that they at least went down swinging on that deal. Jerry decided he wasn't going to give up 2 first-round picks. The Ravens did, and there you go. That's where we have it right now. But they've still got a lot of work to do. And it is the first day, and I mean, let's face it. Now, it's not a free agent signing for sure, but when's the last time the Cowboys went out and made a this time of the year trade?
Yeah, but no. I mean, day one of free agency, and the Cowboys are in the news actually making a move. Cowboys are in the news apparently in on Jalen Thompson, the safety from Arizona, and there's somebody on the new staff that was in Arizona. And that's the beauty of the staff that Schottenheimer and Christian Parker have put together. You've got relationships from all over that are going to play a part in acquiring new talent. You know, obviously, Nakobe Dean is still a name that we're hearing a lot. The secondary coach, the new one, Ryan Smith, certainly knows Jalen Thompson extremely well, and that would be a good addition at safety.
Oh, absolutely.
And because the Cowboys didn't have to give all that money to Max Crosby, and they've yet to do a deal with Trey Hendrickson, there's money for the Cowboys to go spend.
Well, and they freed up some more money.
Yep.
They did tender Brandon Aubrey and T.J. Bass, so they got those two guys. But Terrence Steele restructured his deal, saves them up to $13 million. They also did a restructure with Malik Hooker. I think it was only about $2 million in that deal. But they're
boy, that Hooker just lifts me every day.
They are doing stuff to get some money under the cap so they can go out and be players. And I'm glad that they are at least doing something, because I tell you what, with the NFC's only getting tougher. I mean, I think it is. And you look at what happened today with Mike Evans going from Tampa Bay to San Francisco. That offense is going to be back if everybody is healthy. I think that's a big piece for the San Francisco 49ers, and obviously hurts Tampa Bay.
Definitely. So many moves all over the place. Back to Terrence Steele for a minute. If I'm reading this right, not only did he restructure his deal, he took a pay cut too.
Well, he should have.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he was supposed to make 48.5 over the next 3 years, and now it looks like that's down to 33. But he got 22 of that guaranteed, so that was the trade-off.
Oh, there you go.
You know, take less, but you're getting a good portion of this is going to be guaranteed. And it created $13 million in cap space.
And that's a good thing. Terrence Steele's got to play a little bit better. Hopefully he will this season. But it just so many things that are happening. The big the Dolphins released Tua. They got $99 million in dead cap money over the next 2 years,
which is more than the entire Miami Marlins baseball payroll.
Wow.
I don't think there's any surprise that Tua was released. But now, granted, they changed head coaches, so that certainly would factor in because Mike McDaniel wanted him. But they spent a ton of money for basically 1 year with Tua on that new deal. Over $123 million for that additional year that went into Tua. Now you've got this, but then they go out and they sign Malik Willis. Now, granted, Malik is affordable, if you will. It's 3 years, $67 million. But I'm not sure how much of an upgrade it really is. Time will tell if Malik Willis, who played well in limited opportunities with the Green Bay Packers and certainly far better than he ever did with the Tennessee Titans, but to part ways with Tua, and then the question is, where does Tua end up to be a backup? Immediately linked to Atlanta. Now, they've already got a left-handed starting quarterback, so the offense doesn't change. Or does he end up going to back up Justin Herbert with the Chargers, where his former head coach is now the OC?
Yeah, it could be. Because it wasn't the Chargers. Somebody did not – it was Cincinnati, didn't tender their backup quarterback, so they're going to need a quarterback. Could he end up there playing behind Joe Burrow?
I just don't know that Tua goes anywhere to be a starter.
I don't think so. I don't think he's proven that he can. Now, I'm with you on Malik Willis. I don't know if Malik Willis is an upgrade from Tua. I'm really not sure. I guess time will tell, but the Miami Dolphins seem to think so, or at least it's somebody else to yell at and fans to get pissed off at.
Well, and think about, because Kyler Murray. So Kyler, Tua, and Geno.
Geno Smith
are all going to be attractive offers because they won't cost a whole lot of money because the other team is paying them.
Right.
Which I kind of thought that maybe one of those guys would end up in Miami since you're spending so much money on a quarterback not to play for you, go cheap. So there must be something about Malik Willis that the Miami Dolphins like. And they got a couple of veteran backups, so we'll see what happens there. But Kyler to Minnesota was a hot rumor over the weekend. Can he go there and beat out J.J. McCarthy? And as cheap as he would be, the offense that they run, I wonder how feasible is that. But the other two, I don't know that Tua or Geno are going to be starters anywhere. Kyler could. I think Kyler would be wanting to go somewhere where he would have a chance to start.
Well, perhaps. I mean, I look at the Jets, and I know they have Justin Fields if they keep him, but maybe that's a spot for a Kyler Murray. The New York Jets making some moves today as well, trying to improve that ball club. I don't know if that's possible with the Jets or not, but they're trying. Somebody's got to go there and start, I would think. Would Geno Smith go back to the New York Jets? He spent some time there with the Jets. Would he go back there and start? Because they need a quarterback. They definitely need a quarterback.
Yeah, they do. It's going to be interesting to see how free agency plays out. With quarterbacks, obviously, is the one position everybody's going to look at. And Trey Hendrickson, I'm not surprised. I heard this conversation earlier on TV, and I was like, they thought Trey might have a deal right out of the gate. Trey's age and his asking price are working against him.
Yes.
And he can't take the first good offer he gets. He's going to wait for the great offer because he's been trying to get that great offer for the last couple of years with the Cincinnati Bengals, and they've refused that cheap franchise to pony up for him. I just wonder if Trey waits too long, is he going to miss out on an opportunity?
Well, maybe, but I think teams are scared of him, and I'm scared of him. That's why I didn't want the Cowboys to sign this guy. I just didn't think I just don't trust him with some of the injuries he's had. I know he was a good player at one time, but I just think he's on the backside of things, and I think teams are afraid of him. I really do, and afraid of what's going to happen. So I don't think anybody's going to overpay for a Trey Hendrickson. I just don't. I mean, there's a reason. As horrible as that defense is in Cincinnati, and they're letting him walk. And cheap, dumb, maybe it's smart.
Well,
who knows?
They're playing a quarterback and receivers too much money.
Well, and
sound familiar?
And there's that, yeah. And that could be Dallas's problem, too, if they decide to sign George Pickens.
Well, and I don't know cheaper, but you look at Eagle dude, Jalen, just signed with Carolina for a lot of money.
Phillips.
Jalen Phillips. But then I almost said Carter, and it was the other Jalen. Phillips, glad to see him leaving Philadelphia, and he ends up in Carolina. So that's good for Carolina. But some of the edge rushers, the dude with the tough name to pronounce out of the Chargers might be a better fit, younger than Trey Hendrickson, but kind of in that same realm. There's other guys that they need to be able to go get. So I just look at plus safety, and if Jason Owe, is that how you say his name? Is Owe? Yeah, I'd almost rather have him than Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah,
although he might not be cheaper.
I don't want Trey Hendrickson. I really don't. I just don't. I don't trust the guy. I just think he's on the backside of his career. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. Who knows? I don't know. I got to ask you though. Have you checked on your boy Dak?
No.
Maybe you ought to give him a call.
Dude, I'm not calling him or texting him.
He might be sad.
I would imagine that he is, or relieved.
Or
here we go. He clearly dodged a big bullet.
Well, they were on a bachelorette party, for goodness sake.
Rule number one: don't combine those things.
I'm not sure why you do
that
either. I'm not sure exactly why that happens, but I'm gonna probably irritate some people, but you know exactly where I'm coming from. Those Latinas can be cuckoo. Wow. I don't know if that's what happened or not, but it is true.
You have experience.
All right.
Spicy and naked.
Now, there's so many reports out there, we don't know if it's true. Was there something going on at the bachelorette party that pissed everybody off? There's been talk about the prenup.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to guess for Dak, child support for 18 years would be a hell of a lot cheaper than alimony in half. He dodged a bullet. And the so close but no ring jokes, they write themselves.
Yeah,
right.
He just can't seem to get one,
can he? You know, he made it all the way to the fourth quarter. He made it to the bachelor party, and then and I don't know who broke up with who because I've read both.
Yeah. Well, I've read that it was her more so than him.
Well, because she refused to sign a prenup, but TMZ says that's not the case. I don't know, and I don't. It's the dude's personal life. Leave it alone.
Well,
I mean, some jokes write themselves.
Well, they do. And he got a couple of kids out of the deal, so at least he got to experience the good part of that.
Yeah, in making them or being a dad.
Exactly. Well, both.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure he's a good dad, but he's. I think those kids are going to be just fine.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know about her, but the kids are going to be just fine.
She's going to be just fine too.
I'm sure she will be. Just
Couple
fine.
$100,000 a month in child support. Use of the private plane.
Well, they were on a yacht. Apparently.
Well, yeah.
When the people said they were yelling at each other, so I don't know.
I mean, they could hear 3 yachts away the fighting.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It must have been bad.
Well, it was.
I mean, the photos that she posted looked like it was a hell of a party.
I'm sure it was, but I'm with you. You don't combine a bachelor party with a bachelorette party. What are you thinking?
Well, unless there's a serious lack of trust on one or the other, or
well, that
both.
could be, but,
or both, and still it went south.
Yeah, that's just not a good idea. That's like throwing into double coverage and getting picked off.
But was it a tip pass?
She ran the wrong route.
Well,
That's what it was. Yeah, of course. That's what it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How? I don't really know how to tease this story.
You just leave it alone.
How? What would make you want to whack off your own wiener? I mean, you got to be sick, and I'm not making fun of this guy because I'm sure he probably was, but that actually happened in Los Angeles. I don't understand it, and it hurts just to talk about it.
John Bobbitt line 2.
But we will when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you've been feeling a little bit off, low energy, gained a little weight, your drive isn't what it used to be, you want to get back to feeling like yourself, you can and you should. Go get checked. Get your testosterone levels checked at Synergenics and Low T Center. And if you need it, you're going to get TRT customized to your body. You see, Synergenics and Low T Center, they deliver hormone therapy built around you, the individual, not a standard protocol. Every treatment plan is customized based on comprehensive lab work, symptoms, and provider evaluation, with ongoing adjustments designed to keep patients optimized safely over time. Unlike telehealth middlemen, Synergenics and Low T Center operates as a vertically integrated medical practice, from diagnostics and provider oversight to treatment management and ongoing optimization. Treatments and patients receive coordinated care designed for long-term results. They offer medically guided peptide and metabolic therapies as well that can support recovery, sleep quality, body composition, healthy aging, and even weight management. And right now, Synergenics and Low T Center, they are offering the T-test for men free. For the ladies' hormone testing, save $200. It's now $99, normally $299. So book that initial appointment now. Go to Synergenics.com, Synergenx.com, or lowtcenter.com and book that initial appointment today.
Riding 410 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty.
Wait,
what? Also objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from
We can be twinsies.
to
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Trying to keep up with today's fast-changing digital landscape? With more ways to consume content than ever before, it is getting harder to reach your customers. You need more than just a presence. You need the experts at Conrex Digital. We craft websites that convert. We curate engaging content on social and block channels. We generate quality leads through Google and Meta. We dominate your competition on streaming TV. Bold marketing, real results. Conrex Digital makes it happen. Visit conrexdigital.com. That's conrexdigital.com.
Flight by Yingling is the presenting sponsor of the 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament on March 30th, and they're giving you the chance to win big. Register now to win a set of custom golf clubs valued at $2,800. Imagine hitting the course with custom clubs while enjoying a crisp Flight by Yingling, just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Head to yingling.com/golf to enter. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older to win. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Need parts fast? Need them now? O'Reilly is fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly Auto Parts stand apart. Right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts, you can get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 qualifying brake rotors. Ask the professional parts people about additional brake pad and rotor upgrade options available at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin, well, bye-bye, Kevin. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Victor Wembanyama has been named as the Western Conference Player of the Week for last week, and why not? The Spurs have won 15 of their last 16 games, including a blowout win over the Houston Rockets yesterday. Wemby had 29 points. Big game tomorrow night inside the Frost Bank Center. The Boston Celtics are coming to town. A lot of action in the NFL. The free agent tampering period is underway.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day out there, whatever you're doing, however you are doing it. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. My name is Joe Reinagel. His name is Jason Minix. We're happy to have you along.
Absolutely. So much going on in this legal tampering period in the NFL.
Dumb name.
Well, I think they changed it to like
I
the
hope so.
negotiating period.
Whatever.
So you can agree to terms, but you can't sign anything until Wednesday.
Right.
So you could change your mind, although it rarely does happen.
Rarely happens.
But you could change your mind.
I don't know, with some of the numbers I've seen thrown around today, I don't think anybody's changing their mind.
It's the typical rule of free agency. You see a free agent name, signs with your team. Great get. Same dude, same number, signed with another team. They paid what for him? No way.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
That's exactly how it works. It's kind of like the whole tanking thing.
Yep.
Yeah, if your team's doing it and you benefit, it's perfectly all right.
Yep.
Somebody else is doing it. It's like, hey, we got to do something about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, we've got one foursome left for our spring golf tournament coming up on March 30th. One more. If you want it, you better get to sasportstar.com and book that foursome, because once it sells, and it will, we always sell out, we're done. So you had all weekend to tell your buddies and get your group together. Now you're at the point where if you want in, you book it, you pay for it, and then you find out who your three friends are. This isn't a time where you wait for somebody to confirm or to get back to you, because I did hear from a friend of mine over the weekend. Well, I got two for sure. I got one really strong maybe, and one guy that's one that's on the fence. Like, just book it and figure it out. You'll find a fourth.
Absolutely, you will. Oh, you better do it, because there is, and obviously we started this show with two teams left.
Yep.
And so one just went off the board.
Yep.
There's one left. That's it.
One. That's it.
So, yeah, if you want to play and you want to play, so get in there, call now, and sign up for this thing before it is all gone.
And it's got to be a foursome. We're not selling individuals anymore.
No individuals.
They're done.
Yep.
So get 3 individuals and call it a foursome. sasportstar.com. Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novu Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
This story will make you cringe.
It really will.
In a variety of ways. And mental health is certainly real, and suicide is nothing to joke about. And we're not really here, except for a way a guy decided to end it for himself in Los Angeles on Friday night.
Dude, this is obviously, it is upsetting. Not making fun. It's just, it's hard. It's a hard, for a guy, it's a very difficult story to read. The guy, well, he dies by self-mutilation, okay, is what they're saying. And he does it right there in the street in Los Angeles. He cut off his own.
He went all Lorena Bobbitt on himself.
He did. But there were other things that he did to himself, too, which is bad. But that part of it kind of that's the headline on TMZ.
Well, that is the headline, because you read that and you're going to click on it. Now, what I'm trying to figure out, and we don't know, and I don't know that we will ever know, because he whacked off his own manhood, and maybe that hurt like hell, so then he decided to slice his throat to put himself out a little bit quicker. Maybe he was just trying to cut it off for some reason, then realized that hurt, and he might regret. And
you think it hurt? I don't think you would last long after you cut off your manhood.
Well, he lasted long enough to try to cut off his arm and then slit his own throat.
Well, do we have a timeline? I mean, was the penis first and then you go somewhere else? I don't know.
I'm no expert in this, but I'm guessing if you cut your throat, you don't have time to cut off your manhood.
Well,
I'm guessing he cut off the wee and then the rest ensued later.
Well, I suppose. Anyway, it's a wacky.
Pun
story.
intended.
Yes, wacky story for sure. Streets of Los Angeles, doesn't really surprise me. Crazy stuff going on there, that's for sure.
Well, there's always a lot of crazy. There's a woman, speaking of Los Angeles, she is now suing the Dodgers because while at a baseball game, on her 4-day visit to Los Angeles, they went to a baseball game and they were going to go to Disneyland, and somebody either threw or dropped one of those buzz balls, and it hit her on the shoulder. And apparently that caused her immense pain, suffering, and ruined her trip to Disneyland. So now she is suing the Dodgers for an unspecified amount of money, since they knew that if you give alcohol to people in an object that could be dropped or thrown, it could cause harm.
Well, it's kind of weird, and you see those buzz balls in convenience stores, all the time.
I've never had one. I don't know if they're good or not.
I've never had one. Have you had one, Pledge?
They get the job done.
They get the job done? So you like drinking buzz balls?
They taste good?
Yeah. I mean, it's a quick way to get drunk.
Oh, so it's
yeah.
It's a lot of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Which also
great golf course drink.
Which makes me wonder, somebody didn't spend $20 for one of these at a baseball game and throw it. So it had to be half empty.
Well, I'm sure
or
it was
empty.
dropped. Yeah. And I don't think she's going to win this lawsuit. Maybe the Dodgers will give her, I don't know, some tickets or.
The Dodgers shouldn't do a damn thing.
Well, they shouldn't.
Because
I'm
if
not
they
sure
give
why
her anything, then they've got to quit selling all concessions. Period.
Well, they should stop selling those damn things.
What?
Buzz balls.
Why?
Well, because obviously they're hard and they hurt you.
And a can of beer wouldn't?
If dropped. Well, that's different. Beer is it's different.
Mm-hmm.
What about the one in the metal aluminum can? Those are pretty heavy.
That's different.
I mean,
cause a lot of damage.
You get those, baseball bat-sized drinks. I dropped that. That could hurt the woman. Or when you get the ice cream in the batter's helmet. Oh, they got to quit selling everything at games if they give her anything.
Buzz balls.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It's really only one reason why Ryan Nagel wanted to do this story, and it's so he could say
buzz ball.
New drop.
I'm gonna have to try one of those, I guess.
Yeah.
Some weekend maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Run across the street, get a couple. Let's do it.
All right, go. Yeah, we can try it live on the air right here.
Mm-hmm. In the 6 o'clock hour.
So, Jason, have you ever had the urge to
careful,
have sex with somebody and you couldn't wait till you got off work?
Yeah, Jason.
There was a time in my KZEP days. No, I'm kidding. Well, not, but yeah. So there's 2 cops in New York after this pathetic setup. I mean, I should ask you, back in your TV days.
No, back
did you ever go in the locker room?
Back at my first time around at this place. Yeah,
there's some stories.
That's what we don't want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Cost number 1.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
It was that Christmas party.
Well, that wasn't in the building, and we were off. And
yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So moving on. So these 2 cops in New York.
They need better locks on bathrooms. That's all I got to say. It was a long time ago, kids. Long time ago.
Better locks are actually smart enough to use the lock.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. Perhaps.
When you're at a party, you're in the only bathroom, a lot of alcohol, people are going to need it.
Well,
you should know this.
I suppose, yeah.
So 2 cops have been suspended in New York because they were on duty and having sex in the locker room at the police station. Now, a couple of things here. Cool. Except for they recorded it. Or at least one of them on video recorded them having sex in the locker room at the police station. And then somehow the baby daddy of the female got a hold of the video and then turned them both in.
Yeah.
Now they've been suspended, likely to be fired.
Now, apparently it's not just the incident in the locker room. There's a lot of issues with these 2 people, but according to the story that I read. But, sometimes I guess you just can't wait. Yeah, it's like, ooh, baby.
Opportunity.
Ooh, baby. Let's go right now.
Right now.
Is that a gun? Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Oh, my goodness.
Come rub it.
Wow, Minix.
So Oweh is going to the Command Skins.
See, that's a good pickup for them.
Yeah. I didn't want him anyway.
All right, and the Seahawks edge rusher. Is that the guy y'all were talking about earlier? Boye Mafe? Or
no, it was Oweh. Who's going to the Command Skins?
The Seahawks are taking a beating.
Well, they are.
And I guess that happens to Super Bowl winning teams, but they're losing a lot of players, including their MVP of the Super Bowl, Kenneth Walker, going to the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Goodness gracious. Unbelievable there. We'll talk more about what's going on in NFL free agency coming up, but I don't know about you guys, and I know that Spurs fans are Spurs fans and we get excited, but I after watching the two games over the weekend, I think I am sold on this team being a legitimate title contender. Now, again, that whole playoff thing, will that play out, or is this team just too young and dumb in a good way to not care about that? It's going to be interesting to see, but they're playing good basketball. Let's talk about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
I love my Kinetico water softener. Dave here, and yes, I own a Kinetico. Other water softeners just can't measure up. So if your old unit keeps breaking, leaking, or burning through salt, stop paying for frustration. A Kinetico doesn't run on electricity. It powers itself using your water flow and only cleans itself when needed, not on a timer. And Kinetico backs its efficiency claims with independent testing through the Water Quality Association. Kinetico protects your plumbing and appliances. It helps dishes and fixtures stay cleaner and leaves your skin and hair feeling better. And right now, with the purchase of a Kinetico, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. For clean, pure water 24/7, call Kinetico of San Antonio and the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE, and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
KineticoSA.com.
License number 38961.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all get distracted when we drive, whether it's from our phones or kids in the backseat bickering. But how we handle these distractions can be a matter of life or death. Before you get on the road for your next road trip, please put your phones on silent and take a mental note to focus on driving.
Paid for by NHTSA.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas. So you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunk Club, PPL Motorhomes, and Ancira Auto Group. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at sasportstar.com.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we tried to tell you. Our golf tournament now is officially sold out. It's all done. The last foursome is just signed up, and that's it.
I just heard a commercial.
I know you did, and Pledge said he's going to kill that thing. The good news is, though, even if you're not playing in the golf tournament, you can come out to the after party.
Absolutely.
And that's a good thing. So,
always a good time.
Always a good time. So appreciate everybody for signing up for the golf tournament. And, again, I think this, I don't know, you've been around longer than I have. This is a record sellout time, isn't it?
It's the 9th. No.
No?
No.
Wow.
I think last time we sold out in the fall a little bit faster because we're 3 weeks out?
About 3 weeks out today, yeah.
Yeah, I think last time it was a little quicker.
Well, so we appreciate it, everybody that signed up. We're going to have a great time out at the Golf Club of Texas. That is for sure with our friends from Flight by Yingling. So,
speaking of getting signed up, the Cowboys are adding to their defense. Jalen Thompson, safety, Arizona, now a Dallas Cowboy. Todd Archer says 3-year deal, base salary of $33 million, up to $36 million max, according to his sources.
Well, interesting. Don't know a lot about him. I'll get to know him for sure, but it's interesting. At least they're addressing needs. Safety certainly a need. Edge rusher was a need, so they took care of that with Gary, or at least helped with that, depending on how he does. Solid player, though, but hey, it addresses a need. So.
Well, and again, you get a Rashan Gary through trade, a Jalen Thompson today in free agency. They haven't lost anybody yet. They're still linked to several other free agents, although following other Cowboy reporters like Jane Slater, lukewarm, or we've seen some that have been linked to the Cowboys signing with other teams. But, Rashan Gary, Jalen Thompson, a hell of a start on day one, which is typically a day where Jerry's on spring break.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, Jerry and the Cowboys aren't in the mix like they have been today. They said they were going to do things differently, and they are putting their words into play. It's not just talk. And that was one of the things that I think we talked about last week with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com. You can tell me all you want you're going to do things differently, but you've got to show me. Today is the first day of showing, and the Cowboys have made 2 key additions.
They have. Certainly fills a need. There's no question about it. John Machota just tweeted out that the Cowboys have added 2 compensatory picks for next month's draft. Both are in the 5th round, 177 overall and 180 overall. So the 37th pick in the 5th and the 40th pick in the 5th round. So doesn't really help them with the 2nd and 3rd rounds, which is where they don't have a pick, but it is 2 additional picks. I think there were Baltimore and Pittsburgh, according to Ben Baby, who covers the Cincinnati Bengals. They have 4 comp picks apiece, so they lead the league. So there you go.
Well, and again, I look at Trey Hendrickson until he signs somewhere will continue to be linked to the Dallas Cowboys. But when you look at Jalen Phillips getting a 4-year, $120 million contract from Carolina to leave Philadelphia, you can say, well, the Cowboys aren't going to pay that kind of money. And, and that's where I'm kind of at with Trey Hendrickson. The Rashan Gary, is he Trey Hendrickson? No. But does he fill a need, especially with what Christian Parker was talking about, moving Leafau and Azaraku around a little bit? They're going to have more of a pass rush, and they've got some guys that can also stop the run. The idea that they were going to include Osa Odigizua in the trade for Max Crosby, I've read that from reputable people that Osa was a part of that deal, and I've read others that say he wasn't. But for a minute, let's think about Osa got a big contract a year ago, and the Cowboys love this guy. They must feel so comfortable with what they have on their defensive line that they were willing to part ways with him. That, to me, is pretty surprising. Now, either that was a Christian Parker evaluation, like, yeah, we can afford to live without this guy, but with Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams, they are so stacked there. Now you add in a Rashan Gary on the edge. All of a sudden, the potential of this Cowboys defense down front, solid, and then you've now signed your starting safety in Jalen Thompson. If you give me a good linebacker, man, my day would be complete. That's what we're missing.
Well, it could happen.
Is that solid linebacker. Who's going to be the green dot guy? That's what the Cowboys need to fill next.
Yeah, that would be good to get that guy. I think they still need a corner. I would feel better with that. But, yeah, linebacker I think is the biggest need. Will they fill that in free agency or will they look to the draft for that?
Well,
maybe both.
I still think that guy is going to be Nakobe Dean. And I'm a little surprised since Nakobe Dean has been linked to the Cowboys since Christian Parker was hired that they didn't have that one ready to go and teed up. Now, the day is not over yet, but that was one you kind of figured would have been, if he was truly coming here, that one I thought might have already been done. But he hadn't signed anywhere else either.
No, he hasn't. And so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, that is exactly what they need, and hopefully that is next. But it's good to see the Cowboys. Honestly, because we've sat here year after year after year, and it's just crickets in Dallas on day one of this free agent tampering period. Today, not so much. Early this morning, the trade for Rashan Gary, and now they've added a free agent in Thompson. So, well done. Executive of the Year, Jerry Jones.
Good
Lord. Executive of the Year.
I mean, if you go back to last year's trade deadline, you can make an argument.
I'm telling you.
Logan Wilson. Kenneth Murray.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was Eberflus, dude. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his
So all
fault.
what are you, Jerry, now? All the good moves or good decisions are his and the bad ones are Stevens?
Well, of course.
So now you're going to blame the assistant head coach of the defense of the San Francisco 49ers? Come on.
I don't know, dude. I'm happy to see this. Look, and I think Jerry finally, after all this time, realizes you got to be aggressive. You got to go out because these other teams are being aggressive. These other teams aren't waiting around, and they're improving their clubs. The Giants, I think, have made some moves today that have gotten them better. The Commanders as well. Now, Philly hasn't really done anything.
They've lost some guys.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose a Nakobe Dean because the Cowboys are.
We're going to be selectively aggressive.
Yeah. Finally, a year later, it's accurate.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Is it Dean or is it somebody else? Are you worried about Dean? Isn't he
well, I'm worried about his injury history.
He's injured quite a bit. Yeah.
I mean, if you're concerned with Trey Hendricks and his injuries, which was only last year that he's had injury issues in recent years during his time with Cincinnati. Yeah. Then, Nakobe Dean, when you go look at his game logs, is a concern. And then the Cowboys training staff gets bad grades. So I take a guy with injury history and a training staff that gets graded poorly by the team on that NFLPA report card that's not supposed to be released but always is, then I have even more concern.
Yep, we'll see what happens. I'm happy to see what they're doing so far, and that is a good thing. So it'd be nice to see them relevant once again, and maybe even make the playoffs so we can make fun of them when they lose in the first round.
Stop.
I mean, that's the whole point of my existence.
Stop.
Okay? Stop. So here we
Well, he's just got to quit that.
Stop.
Executive of the Year, Jerry Jones.
Stop it.
Coach of the Year, Mitch Johnson of your San Antonio Spurs. They are playing such great basketball. Yesterday may have been a class in basketball and how to play it. They were fantastic yesterday. I know I'm a little too far. That was just a little clinic that they put on yesterday. Let's talk about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I tell you what, that game the other night I was watching at the Rue Pub, and it that comeback against the Clippers, Rue Pub, it felt like playoff time again. And that I can't wait to get back for those because, any big game, any big fight, there's no place better to go watch any of that than the Rue Pub. Those three massive 170-inch screens, TVs all around, and the excitement level. When that place is packed and the Spurs are on with sound, it's a crazy fun environment. And it's fun to see that again there at the Rue Pub. If you were there during the championship days, get ready because the playoff run, that's going to be the destination. And when I was in there, I noticed they've already got a lot of decorations up for St. Patrick's Day because, well, the St. Patty's Day parties at the Rue Pub are legendary. This year, going to be the biggest St. Patrick's Day party ever, a block party. Everything will get going at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, March 17th. The green beer will start flowing then. They've got the band Finding Friday taking the stage at 6. They'll play from 6 to 9. They'll have DJs, green beer, drink specials, more green beer, more drink specials, and, of course, the food there at the Rue Pub is fantastic. So plan now, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Take Tuesday and Wednesday off. Pro tip. You're going to need it. And then, of course, any big game, any big event, no better place than the Rue Pub. Happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant, the Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, we've got a big one to get you ready for tonight. San Antonio welcomes the Celtics into town.
And it's college tourney time. SEC, ACC, Big 12, you name the conference is playing soon. We're going to talk about it all. Hey, get here early. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George Gets Justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George Gets Justice. GetGeorge.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th. Yeah, it's officially sold out. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
Well, you just heard Big Voice Guy. Our golf tournament is sold out. Thanks to everybody who signed up. If you didn't get in, I'm sorry. Come join us at the after party.
You're not sorry.
Well, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for them, though.
Yeah.
But it's it's your own fault.
It is.
It's your own fault. We try to tell you it's going to sell out, and you can't wait around. You got to get in early. And it is sold out. It's going to be a great day out at the Golf Club of Texas. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Monday, March 30th.
A lot of fun out there, no doubt about it, because, well, Beer Santa will be there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to be thirsty. Plus, the scenery is going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's everything about it is good. What happened?
We have movement. Tua signing in Atlanta.
You had a movement pledge?
I had movement.
Good for you, buddy. Wow, I'm proud of you.
It's a 1-year deal.
I've been trying to get him to go poopy all day.
I'm glad.
He had a movement.
So the Dolphins are paying $39 million of his salary so he can sign for Atlanta for $1 and be the backup or at least compete with Michael Penix. 2 left-handed quarterbacks, which is something that I think Stefanski was liking because they don't have to change anything in their offense when one or both get hurt. Because those 2 guys, at one point, they're both going to be hurt.
Yeah, probably, right? Look, he had to sign somewhere. He gets a $1.3 million 1-year deal
minimum.
Yeah, because as you say, the Dolphins are paying that tab. So, well, good for Tua, and look for Penix, I think it's good too because there is some competition. I mean, when Kirk Cousins leaves, and you're thinking, well, all right, this job is mine. Not so fast. He's going to have some competition from Tua.
And you wonder, where does Kirk Cousins end up? Because Tua to Atlanta, minimum. Where does Kyler Murray go? A lot of arrows indicating Minnesota, where he would compete with J.J. McCarthy for the starting job. See, it kind of feels like Kyler doesn't want to go somewhere to be a backup for a while. He wants to go somewhere where he can start or at least compete to start. And then you have Geno Smith. Where is he going to end up? And Kirk Cousins. Now, Smith, Tua, and Kyler are making a boatload of money from their former team, so they can sign minimum deals. Kirk Cousins have made a yacht full of money throughout his career, but it's not like he's ever played anywhere for a discount, and he probably won't this offseason if there's an opportunity. One of the openings has already been filled at quarterback, and that is Malik Willis to the Miami Dolphins.
And that's interesting, and I think maybe that is a money deal since they're having to pick up Tua's tab. But why wouldn't you go after a Kyler Murray if you're Miami? I mean, in all honesty, now maybe Malik Willis works out well. Look, the Tennessee Titans thought highly enough of him to make him the 3rd overall pick in the draft. Didn't work out there, but he has obviously gotten a lot better. But with a guy like Kyler Murray, or does that tell us all we need to know about Kyler Murray? Maybe Kyler Murray is not an NFL quarterback, or certainly one that can get you to the promised land.
I think it depends on every situation, what you're looking for, and Kyler would have been a 1-year deal in Miami. And then what are you going to do? So if you're Miami and you've got to pay Tua for a while, do you want to mess with a guy in a 1-year deal, and if you like him, then try to figure it out? Or you get Malik Willis for 3. You still have the former Longhorn quarterback there as the backup quarterback, and maybe he does get to compete to be a starter, which is still surprising to me that he's not, and that he went so late in the draft. But at the same time, does Kyler want to go somewhere 1 year and prove it, or is he going to try and look for a multi-year deal? Minnesota makes sense because of the offense they have. They've got obviously a great receiver. They've got a running game, and they've got a coach that supposedly is a great quarterback coach, although we've yet to see it with J.J. McCarthy. And because rookie deals are what they are, it's easy to move off of a guy on his rookie deal. You tried, it didn't work, you don't have to pay him. That's the mistake Miami made. They didn't have to pay Tua when they did. They did, and they only got 1 more year out of that new contract. And now they got to pay him to play for somebody else. Now, part of that, they changed coaches. New staff, let's move on from this guy. So they've got to be able to find a bridge quarterback while that's happening, similar to what Denver was able to do before turning everything over to Bo Nix, and seemingly they found their guy. But Denver ate a whole lot of money to fix the Russell Wilson mistake. And you wonder, where does that guy end up?
Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
I mean,
nobody's going to take a chance on that guy.
I mean, it's possible.
No, he's done. He could end up in a TV booth, maybe.
He could, but
somewhere.
He can hold a clipboard for some decent amount of money. I mean, this is a dude that loves football too much. I mean, he's the one that's in full pads for a walkthrough. Like he's dressed up for Halloween where everybody else is in shorts and a T-shirt, and he's fully dressed up because that's just his mindset. So unless nobody signs him, I think Russell Wilson will continue to try to play. I wouldn't be surprised if that dude went to Canada because he likes playing so much.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
That dude's got more money than he knows what to do. He's not going to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can love it all he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody going to give him a shot. Please.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's worn out his welcome in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And God doesn't need the money. His wife's richer than he is.
Well, sure. Dude, I saw that dude's private plane.
Yes.
At the Giants game.
Yes.
It was, I don't want to say nicer, because I don't know what they look like on the inside, but it was a bigger plane than the Giants owner. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, and I don't know how many planes the Giants owner has. But the ones that he took to Arlington for that game, that Russell Wilson plane, and it was his because the logo on it, damn impressive.
Damn impressive. He's made a hell of a lot of money in his NFL career, but I think he's clearly washed. He's done. He ain't going nowhere. Just go home and enjoy your wife.
I think he's a bum.
I got to correct myself, too, and they already did on our YouTube page. Malik Willis was a third-round draft pick, not third overall, so I correct myself, and we'll move on.
Well, and again, though, but you look at, I think, Mayonnaise guy, Will Levis, was a first. Anthony Richardson, a lot of guys quarterbacks that get taken in the first round as projects because you're so desperate to go find somebody, and if you see through all the workouts, you think there's something there and you're going to develop them. And while they are expensive, don't get me wrong, it's a lot easier in today's NFL world to move off of a guy because the investment is minimal as a first-round guy. Unlike, and it was Sam Bradford that they said, well, we can't do that again when he got $50 million coming out of college, and they realized, yeah, that's a mistake.
Yeah, that's a mistake. You're exactly right. I don't know. Teams are absolutely desperate for a quarterback. And you see Malik Willis play, filling in for Love, and he plays well, and now all of a sudden everybody thinks he's the guy. And maybe he is. And I don't wish any bad luck on Malik Willis. I hope he's successful in Miami. But, again, you just came off of a guy who everybody thought was the next and going to lead your team, and Tua he just didn't have it. I don't know. The jury obviously still out on Malik Willis, but my confidence level is not high.
No, but sometimes the change of scenery and time in the league can change the trajectory of somebody's career if they're in the right spot. Ask Daniel Jones, ask Sam Darnold.
Sure.
And because those two guys had success last year, you're going to have more people thinking, all right, let's go with it. Let's face it. Every coach that brings in a quarterback, especially a quarterback that hasn't lived up to his potential or what perceived potential, thinks that they could fix him, right? That's the mentality of a coach. I can work with that guy. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it doesn't because you are there. But there are so few guys that can play quarterback at that high of a level. On planet Earth, there are so few guys that if somebody thinks you could be, you're going to get paid a lot of money. Malik Willis is getting $67 million. Miami might be just a little bit more confident that he can work than you driving on 410 right now, but he's available. He's the best quarterback available on the free agent market. And Miami said, all right, this is the offer. I thought it would be more like the Justin Fields 2 years, $50 million. And I think after about, 6 games, the Jets were like, yeah, that didn't work.
That didn't work. And there's still, I guess he's still a member of the Jets, but there has been rumor that they're going to release him, which would put another quarterback out there if you have faith in Justin Fields. So I don't know. It's crazy. Today's been a crazy day, and I love it. It seriously, sitting at the house today, just looking at the computer and seeing everything that's coming in, it's just one of those days. It's a lot of fun. And I think we're just getting started, man. I think with the moves that have been made today, I think you're going to see a bunch more tomorrow as well. So it is a lot of fun. Cowboys, of course, have added a couple of pieces, a safety and an edge rusher / linebacker, if you want to look at that. So they've done well.
They have. What's going to be interesting is, do the Cowboys make any other trades? Just the idea that they had Osa reportedly involved in the Max Crosby trade. Now, from a financial standpoint, between Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark and Osa Odighizuwa, that's a lot of money in defensive linemen. That's why when they first did the trade last year with Green Bay for Micah Parsons, Kenny Clark's deal this year, and you expect some sort of restructure. But last year it wasn't bad, but if he only lasted a year, it would work. But I think they really like him, so they'll figure out a way to keep him. I was a little surprised, like I said, to see Osa involved in the Max Crosby trade, and that wasn't enough. But you also wonder, all right, they're willing to part with this guy. Working a trade easier for Jerry because it's not like free agent competition where you're making offers and you're still competing in trades. Obviously, they didn't up it enough to get the deal done for the Baltimore Ravens, who offered the 2 first-round picks. But it'll be interesting to see if they do make some sort of trade and if Osa or one of those defensive linemen are available.
Well, that's interesting, and that actually surprised me that his name came up because I thought they were very high on Osa, and I thought the future for him was very bright in Dallas. But apparently, in the NFL, there is no loyalty, none on either side. So I was shocked by that. I thought it was a pretty good deal, and then you said something I didn't even think about. The Raiders didn't want to take on a salary; they just wanted 2 first-round draft picks, and again. We could debate whether that's worth it or not. I mean, Jerry was willing to give up a first and a second and a player. So why wouldn't you give up just 2 first-rounders? I'm not sure that I understand that. If you're willing to go that far, why not just throw in the second first-round draft pick for a guy like Max Crosby? The Ravens had no issue with it. So it was interesting. That's for sure. And there's going to be a lot more breaking news all over the place, and we're going to bring it to you when it comes to the NFL tampering period or whatever the hell they're calling it now. Again, it is a Mellow Mushroom. We'll be giving away a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom coming up at some point in time in this fine show. And Foreigner at the Majestic Theater on October the 13th. That's going to be fun, too. We got tickets to that, so don't go anywhere. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let me tell you about my good friends at Stevens Roofing before we go, because I got to tell you something. This is a great family-owned company, a great family, local company, and it's a company that's been in business since 1983. That's really all I need to say. They are the best in the business. They've been in business a long time. They're doing it right. They stand behind their work. Their reputation is absolutely spotless. And now they've added solar to what they do. If you've been thinking about solar panels, and I know a lot of you have, Stevens Roofing and Solar is the name you need to remember. The number you need to remember is 210-785-0994. Let them know what you're thinking about doing. And you put your heads together. They'll come up with a plan, and they'll take care of you and do it right. If you think there's a problem with your roof, you want to get it checked out, call Stevens Roofing and Solar, and they'll send a crew out to your house. They'll inspect your roof for free, and they'll let you know if there's a problem up there and how they can take care of it. Stevens Roofing and Solar, the absolute best in the business. Give them a call, 210-785-0994, or you can visit them online at stevensroofing.net.
Hey, Texas hockey fans, the Dallas Stars take on the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow night in a battle of two of the best in the West. And my friends from Flight by Yingling are hosting a Dallas Stars watch party at McIntyre Southtown location. Jason Minix here from the Blitz. It's going to be a great game, and the Stars are undefeated in games when Flight has a watch party. So go watch them win, and you could win some cool exclusive Flight by Yingling Dallas Stars gear like hats and t-shirts, and register to win a flyaway trip to see the Stars take on the Flyers in Philadelphia March 29th. The flyaway package includes airfare for two, a hotel, and 2 game tickets. Must be at least 21 years of age to enter. That is going to be a great experience in Philly, and this will be your last chance to get registered at a Stars watch party. The Stars and Golden Knights. Puck drops at 7 at McIntyre Southtown location tomorrow night with Flight by Yingling, proud partner of the Dallas Stars and the Next Generational Light Beer. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Progressive presents a guided meditation.
Hear the birds sing, a chipmunk nibbling on an acorn. Smell the pine needles gently falling into your living room as the breeze blows through the gaping hole in your roof. Gaze up at that broken tree branch and relax, because you bundled your home and auto with Progressive and have the peace of mind of 24/7 protection. So relaxing.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs are red hot. They won their 15th game out of the last 16 last night, destroying the Houston Rockets. Victor Wembanyama had 29 points. By the way, Wemby has been named as the Western Conference Player of the Week. And it is the legal tampering period. Free agency, well, it's open. You can agree to a contract, and the Cowboys have done that. Rashan Gary came in a trade. Time flies when you're having fun.
You want to finish your sentence?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I'm good. They know what's happening out there. A lot of good stuff in the NFL. My goodness. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Monday afternoon out there. It is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Ryan Eagle. He is Jason Minix, and I love days like this. I really do, with the breaking news and all the stuff happening.
Oh, there's a lot going on, and we'll get into it. But our Monday just went south because of an email we got from our boss.
Yeah, no kidding,
dude. It's 4:00, right? Oh, tomorrow, picture day here at the office.
Picture day,
right? Which has been on our calendar for a while. That they want to do new headshots for whatever reason they're going to use them for.
This is the first I've heard about it. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I had a calendar invite a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think much of it other than, all right, part of it, we'll do it, right? Wear golf shirts, what I wear. And our boss had come in the studio and mentioned something, reminded us, like Joe didn't know a damn thing about it. Pledge, you didn't know anything about it.
I have no clue about this.
No idea. And, but we're going to be on location tomorrow, so I was just going to wear a station shirt. Now we got an email with the dress code for tomorrow that was actually emailed to our boss, I guess March 5th, or when this was originally written. This went to all the KTSA guys. Because Sean Ryman probably needed time to go buy what's listed here.
Exactly.
I mean, for Jack Riccardi, it's just a regular Tuesday.
Sure.
Right? I'm sure Trey has some nice clothes. But I'm reading this overall thing, and, they realize you work in radio because they got to explain everything.
Color palette.
Color palettes. The hell does that mean? But then it says dark navy or charcoal suit. Suit. For a headshot. It says right there on the thing. These are headshots, not full body shots. All right, cool. You wear a shirt and shorts.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But but also it says a solid tie. Now define solid. Is it just that's a solid look?
No.
Solid color.
Solid color.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
I got plenty if you want one.
I don't want
I'll bring you one.
Well, that's going to look really good with my polo and sport coat.
Well, now tell everybody why you don't have a suit.
Well, I don't have a suit. Why I don't have a suit?
Yeah.
Well, because the one suit that I have, I wore to a wedding a long time ago, and I finally sent the damn thing to the cleaners the other day.
So it's at the cleaners.
Well, yeah.
That's like the dog ate my homework in high school.
Well, not really.
Well, you're screwed, buddy.
I'm not.
You are.
Why are we getting an email for something that happens tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock the day before? And I know how I'm reacting. Do you think Rob Thompson's going to see this email before he rolls into the station tomorrow?
I don't know, but maybe
or AJ.
Maybe the suits talked to them before they left today.
Oh, you think?
Well, it's possible.
Do you honestly find that possible? I mean, what would you put your over-under on that?
Well, Rob's going to wear a snap shirt.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to wear.
Oh, you know what? Rob got me a snap shirt for my birthday.
Yeah?
I might wear that one. It's got stingrays on it.
No, that's a no-no.
Huh?
One of the YU Bears?
No, it's a snap shirt. Oh. Yeah, long sleeve.
That's you'd be in violation of the dress code, Minix. Just saying.
Well, I'll be because I sent the boss an email and said, how about just a nice shirt and a sport coat? And I got the response, it's up to you.
Oh, it's up to you.
Oh.
I mean, so.
Sounds like a challenge.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Dude, I don't wear ties anymore.
No.
I spent 25 years wearing a tie every single day.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're not, are you?
I'm going to go rebellious.
Yeah? You wear the shirt you got on right now. Loud, colorful.
Not going to do that. I got a sport coat and a nice shirt. I'll do that.
I can do sport coat and a nice shirt.
Well, there you go. So you got a sport coat. It's not at the cleaners.
Correct.
Okay. Well, good. Is it? Well, never mind. I was going to ask if it was blue or black.
Yes. Yes. I've got.
I knew the answer to that question right away.
I've got one of each.
Yeah.
Now, in the instructions, it says tailored.
Tailored?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, mine's straight off the rack at Target.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what that means, tailored.
Tailored look. Not baggy, not hanging off on you.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You know what tailored looks are?
Well, not really.
Did you ever all your years in TV, you didn't have your suits custom made?
No, I did not.
Really?
No. Why would I do that?
Because you're on TV, and that's what TV guys do.
No, they're work clothes, and so I'm not going to spend, $1,000 for a suit. I'd go, off the rack, baby. They can, fix it up.
Uh-huh.
Depending on where I went.
You get your shirts made and stuff, right?
No. Why would I do that?
Well, because then they'll put your initials down there on your cufflinks.
Now you're mistaking me for Don Harris.
Well, Don Harris does
okay?
that.
I don't do that. I didn't do that. So, I spend a lot of money foolishly, but when it comes to clothing, I don't.
This actually shocks me.
Well, I'm glad I could shock you. I'm just saying. I like to look nice, and I got good suits. They were nice suits, but I'm not going to.
From Target?
No, Target. I didn't even know Target had suits.
Hey, they got great suits.
Yeah, whatever.
And you can't tell the difference.
I beg to differ, but that's okay. You do you.
All right, trust me. I
Look,
generally do until I got this email.
I had some great suits, and they were just fine. I don't have to spend $1 bazillion on a suit. You know, a couple of $100 or whatever they cost or whatever the deal is. But I haven't made. Used to have the good-looking lady from that Tom James company. Have you ever heard her come around?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, very shiny.
Yeah.
But they try to sell you these suits, man. They were $1,000, and I'm
So
like,
you'd buy a suit just because a shiny chick would show up as the salesperson?
well, why the hell do you think they hire them? Of course. But I didn't. I never did because I was like, how much is that? No. Not doing it. So I didn't do it. I got a nice suit still that I kept just for occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll throw that coat on and we'll be in business. I'm going to attempt to get away without the tie, though.
Well, I'm not going to wear a tie.
All right.
I mean,
I'll wear a tie.
Well, you always wear
wear a tie.
I mean, you're not today, but you look like you have one in your back pocket ready to go on just in case you got to go park cars later.
Well, see, here's the problem.
Well, what problem?
Well, this is the we got to do this. So it means we're gonna have to bring extra clothes.
Yeah,
because we're going to play golf tomorrow.
You're not going to wear your suit?
No. That sport coat and shirt will be with shorts and a white belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see this.
Well, see, and that's the thing. You think the bitching between us two. I can't wait to see Rob. I don't know what AJ's like when it comes to stuff like this, but I got an idea. Vic. Vic has worked here longer than I have, I think. And I've never seen that guy not in a T-shirt. Right?
There you
go.
go.
He even has a suit?
No. And certainly not one that's tailored. But Sean Rima.
I bet O'Shawn has a nice suit.
You think?
Sure.
Last week,
what about David Van Camp? I mean, David Van Camp, his daily wardrobe is cargo shorts, a T-shirt, and a unbuttoned Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, he doesn't have a suit.
Well, you see what I mean? Johnny Ramirez, over on Tejano 95.7. I don't know.
Probably got the frills on the back of his shirt.
The frills.
Does Harley Davidson make a sport coat? And Sam I Am only in T-shirts. I've never seen Sam in anything but unless it was a freebie golf shirt that he got somewhere. Like forever, he used to wear that Longhorn Network one, right? I mean, he was wearing that like they sent those things to us when the Longhorn Network started, and that's the only collared shirt I think I've ever seen Sam in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, this is going to be an interesting day at the Radio Ranch tomorrow,
well,
I can tell you.
It is, and I'll look nice. And, the whole groomed up thing, I mean, it's like you got a nice haircut for the occasion.
Well, there was this.
You got a haircut. Nice is going too far, but it's a haircut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ryan is just always mad that he spends $50 on his and I spend $12 on mine, and mine looks better.
Well, that's debatable.
For the price.
Yeah. I tried going to where you go.
One dad experience.
They screwed it up royally.
They did not.
Yeah.
You could barely tell. You were the only one that would have noticed it was a bad haircut.
Well, and that's the problem, right? I mean, you are the one that notices that, whether anybody else does or not.
Mm-hmm.
You got a rep to protect, Minix, when it comes to the do.
You?
Yes. Got to be sharp.
Got to make sure people confuse him for Bill Taylor at every turn.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't happened in a while, honestly. Yeah, more people know me from this radio show now than TV, it seems like.
One of the reasons he got out of TV.
Well,
not as many people watching.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
A lot of people
watching, listening,
mm-hmm.
all of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a weather.
So I can give you a weather forecast.
Would you make it stop raining?
Yeah.
It's not going to rain tomorrow while we're out at the San Pedro driving range with our friends from Flight by Yingling, is it?
Slight chance, but I don't think it's going to.
All right.
It's certainly not going to be a washout.
Yesterday was weird after the daylight savings. I walked outside. It's like 11 o'clock at night. It felt like 6 o'clock at night, or 11 o'clock in the morning, and it felt like 6 o'clock at night. It felt like dusk.
That's because rain and cloud cover.
It was weird.
It was gray.
And this morning, it was still dark at 7:20.
I don't know what 7:20 looked like. It was light when I got up.
I don't like this.
Stop. It's fine.
Well, look, I'm going to like it. I just wish they'd leave it alone. It pisses me off. It does, man. Just right. Poor kids. If you had a kid going to school, it's pitch dark when they're going to catch the bus.
Okay. According to my neighbor, the bus in my neighborhood picks up before 7. It's always dark when the buses are picking kids up.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Well,
poor kids.
Send them to school at 10 o'clock.
Poor kids.
I mean, they go to school when it's dark.
Man.
It's fine. They're fine.
See,
they're fine.
You could say that now because you don't have a kid going to school.
This is true.
Well, you had one going to school for a long time.
Way longer than I thought she'd be going to school.
It's got a job, though.
Oh, my goodness. By the way, and we were talking about it, make plans to join us. We're going to be at a San Pedro driving range in Par 3 tomorrow with our friends from Flight by Yingling. We got a putting contest that we're going to do. And if you beat me putting, I'm going to set a number. You could win a Flight golf bag.
Nice.
I've seen those. They're outstanding. Now, if you beat Minix, you're going to owe money to the San Pedro driving range.
No, you're reading that wrong.
Oh, okay. That's not what it says?
No.
Okay, all right.
If you beat my score and not Joe's score, so if you're in between, and that's just assuming that Joe wins, which he should, by a lot.
Oh, I will.
You say that now.
I will.
You
I have
say
no
that
doubt
now.
in my mind. I'm a 15.5-point favorite.
You could win, beer bet on that. You could win a king of cooler. Now, if you shoot worse than me, you got to buy everybody a beer.
Yeah, it's no pressure. But if you lose to Minix, you're just not very good.
God, I hope I win now. I mean, I know where my skills are, and what things that I can talk crap about. Joe in golf ain't one of them. He's really good, although his short game leaves a lot to be desired. He's very much on the course like, I'll just pick that one up. I would have made it.
Don't talk about my short game, all right? I'm working
on it.
Like
I said, it's a lot to be desired.
I'm working on it, okay?
Uh-huh.
But come on out and see us at the San Pedro driving range in Par 3 tomorrow. We'll be out there with our friends from Flight by Yingling. Looking forward to that and activities for everybody. Plus, Pledge just put up there, we're going to have some tickets to SeaWorld and Aquatica. Are those two separate things?
Well, it's two different parks inside SeaWorld.
Okay.
So it's a SeaWorld and SeaWorld Aquatica.
Okay, there you go.
Aquatica is the water park at SeaWorld.
We'll have that. Okay.
Yeah.
How about we give away some Foreigner tickets?
You want to do that right now?
You want to do it now or you want to wait?
I think we should wait.
Or how about the Mellow Mushroom?
We got to wait on that.
We got to wait on that too?
Yeah, Pledge is saying move along. Foreigner, he's got some bump that music that he's going to play. It's all pre-produced. If you'd show up at the meetings, you would know that.
I didn't hear about this at rehearsal today.
Well, we don't rehearse.
Uh-huh.
I think that's obvious.
I was just waiting to play it to see if he noticed what it was.
Dude, I'll know Foreigner.
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you that.
You go with a deep cut.
Yeah. I'll know Foreigner.
It's like start singing Don't Stop Believing again.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Foreigner? Come on. What are you talking about?
Well, you give love a bad name.
NFL tampering period. That's what we've been talking about. Breaking news all over the place. And, the Cowboys are doing something. Even the Texans did something today. We're talking about all of that and some Spurs talk as well coming up when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And when you come see us tomorrow at the San Pedro driving range, I'm likely going to be wearing a nice golf shirt with the 94.1 logo on it. That golf shirt from Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro, because that is what Sam does. You need your logo on any kind of shirt, any kind of gear, you go see Sam. He's got all the big name brands, Nike, North Face, Eddie Bauer, Under Armour, Travis Mathew, Port Authority, even now carries a full line of Tommy Bahama gear. Great pricing on the Tommy Bahama, and that price does include your logo. If you need caps done, Sam has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom. And he's got all the popular cap brands like the Richardson 112 style trucker caps, Katie Caps, Nike, Cap America, to name a few. If you need uniforms done, Sam has over 700 uniform lines to choose from. He can screen print T-shirts for you. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. Nobody has better prices. He's the only company in Texas that offers one-day turnaround. No order too big, no order too small, and all items do come with a warranty. Call 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or go by that massive showroom down on San Pedro. It's about a mile inside Loop 410 right there across from the McDonald's. Or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, we've got a big one to get you ready for tonight. San Antonio welcomes the Celtics into town.
And it's college tourney time. SEC, ACC, Big 12, you name the conference is playing soon. We're going to talk about it all. Hey, get here early. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
One of the classics, baby. One of the classics.
Yeah? That journey's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, they're awesome. Dude, you can't not. I grew up listening to Foreigner. Man, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Love Boston.
Yeah, Boston's good too.
What about Kansas?
No, I was not a Kansas fan necessarily.
Chicago is just here.
Yeah,
Had
I know.
A good sit-down show at the Majestic.
I'm sure. Well, if you listen to Chicago, you want to be sitting down. You're making out. There was a lot of kissing going on in that thing. A lot of tongues going down throats.
Wow. At the Majestic?
Yes. Dude, you can't help yourself when Chicago plays. It's just like, ooh, baby, come on. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Let's go.
Air Supply?
Air Supply, yeah. Yeah. Little River Band, you want to keep going? Some of these cheesy bands?
Tears for Fears? Wham!
Wham.
So Foreigners coming in the Majestic in October. How about that?
They are. October the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to be at that show.
Are you now?
Although I'm going to have to stand up. I mean, come on.
Can you stand up for that long?
Well, sure I can. Dude, I don't have bad knees.
Tuesday night in October.
It's Tuesday night?
I just looked it up on the calendar.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah?
Leave work. Uber down there. Perfect. Piece of cake. Can't wait for that show.
Bet it starts right on time at 8.
Since I know
over at 9:30,
I know
be in bed by 10:15. It's perfect for old people.
I know the promotions director. And
yeah,
I'm sure he'll have some extra tickets just for me.
I'm sure you'll call John at Awesome Tickets.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah,
I could do that because I'd probably want better.
So you're saying we're giving away crap tickets right now?
Oh no!
Or we're giving away tickets that aren't good enough for one Joseph Reinig?
Well,
there
look,
it is.
In the Majestic Theater. I mean, come on, there's not a bad seat in the house.
There's not.
There's really not.
But there are seats that are better.
I always want to be up in one of those balcony seats.
Really, you want to?
I've never been up there.
You've never been up there?
I've never sat up there for a show. No. That would be kind of cool.
They have a server and everything.
Do you really?
Yeah, and the bathroom is right there.
Well, I'll have to call John and say, hey.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know what those tickets cost.
It doesn't matter. You're Joe Reinig.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know what they cost.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'm not you, where I'm going to spend a small fortune to go see a band I've seen 85 times.
Yeah. Should see the tickets I'm looking at right now.
I'm sure. Hey, you know what, though? It's cool. I was telling somebody, I think I was telling Maggie, my wife, it's like, we gamble. Minnick spends money on concerts. It's what you do.
Exactly.
I have no problem with it.
Too. That's the thing.
I have no problem with that.
I have no problem with that. It's a one-year, $12 million deal for Travis Kelce. And so with that, let's go worth up to 15. You want to go color 15 for the Foreigner tickets?
I'm sure. Why not?
People are calling anyway, waiting for us to do the giveaway.
210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. Caller number, what'd you say, 12?
15.
15. Caller 15.
Up to.
Or 12, whatever you want to do.
When Pledge gets bored.
When Pledge gets tired, he'll say you're the winner. How about that? Caller 15, you get a couple of tickets to go see Foreigner.
You're the winner.
At the Majestic Theater on October the 13th. Good luck to you. Minshew Mania in Arizona now.
Mm-hmm.
Gardner Minshew signs a one-year deal will sign a one-year deal with the Arizona Cardinals. Good for him. He's just hanging around. Talk about dudes that, just make a lot of money being backup quarterbacks. I saw Sam Ehlinger today got a new contract.
Yep.
1 year, $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know the dude was still in the league.
Holding clipboard.
Yeah.
Like a champ.
So $2 million. I'd hold a clipboard for $2 million.
I would as well.
Yeah.
I would as well. Tim Settle It's a 3-year, $24 million deal with the Command Skins. And the Cowboys apparently looking at linebacker. Could be Nakobe Dean. Also seeing Devin Lloyd is a possibility for Dallas. Devin Lloyd with the Jacksonville Jaguars, that one would be kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I just love all of these moves, and I don't know, and it probably happens every year, and I just forget about it. But it really seems like today has been active, and not just a couple of teams or a handful. It seems like just about everybody is getting in on a piece of the action today.
Well, I mean, I think it's this way every year. The difference is the Dallas Cowboys have actually done something today.
Maybe that's it.
They've made a big trade, and they signed a starting safety in Jalen Thompson. It's 4:26 if you're just getting off work and you haven't been updating Twitter all day. Jalen Thompson gets a $33 million deal, 3-year deal, to be the starting center. He was with the Arizona Cardinals. Versatile, very versatile safety, can play nickel corner, big-time tackler. Not a lot of interceptions, but the versatility that we've heard Christian Parker talk about that he looks for, he's got that. A guy that, while in Arizona, obviously ties to the Cowboys' new secondary coach who came from Arizona, so knows him well. But when you think about Jalen Thompson and what he offers, while he is a safety, has played some corner, can play nickel, and huge tackler.
Well, it's an upgrade for sure. Obviously,
Air is an upgrade.
Well, I agree, but this guy is. And the Cowboys gave him, what's about
3 years,
pretty
33?
Pretty good contract. Yeah, not bad. So fills a need, a big-time need for them. And it's a veteran guy that can come in and play right away and contribute right away. Same with Rashan Gary. Instead of instead of drafting those guys and hoping they're good, you've got a couple of veteran guys that have already got some NFL experience, and they're going to come in and help right away. Jerry and Stephen Jones have both said no red shirt years. The players that we get have got to contribute, and they got to contribute right away. So good for the Cowboys. And again, linebacker is obviously another need, and that could very well be next.
Think about this for a minute. Jalen Thompson, trivia question. According to Todd Archer, and I guess this does fill that bill, their first splash free agent agreement since Brandon Carr in 2012. Now, they've added free agents, but not what would be defined as splash. Todd Archer writes, Thompson fills a major need in the secondary, full-time starter the last 5 seasons, 9 career interceptions, can fill multiple roles for new coordinator Christian Parker, has familiarity with the staff. We talked about that. Cowboys need a communicator in the secondary. Thomas can make sure everybody is on the same page. He's young, turns 28 in July, but has that experience to help the secondary grow.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, I don't think that's the only move they need to make, but now they've got a guy back there that is a veteran. And if you want to fill in with some draft picks or a rookie back there, maybe you're okay. And you hope that some of the young guys that you have already will improve and take that next step. Look, I'm perfectly okay with both of these moves that the Cowboys have made. I think they fill a need, and they are guys that are going to come in and will start right away. So I'm on board with it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I don't know until I read this from Todd Archer. Would I call Jalen Thompson a splash free agent signing? Because it's multiple years and north of $30 million. He is a starter. It is a big signing. But to compare that one to, what's the word? Brandon Carr? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't initially register it as that. I know it's a great signing, but I don't know that I'd say splash. It's a day one guy. Does that make it a splash? How do you define splash? And again, that's a question for Todd Archer, but Is Jalen Thompson really the biggest free agent signing the Cowboys have had since Brandon Carr in 2012?
I guess so.
Holy crap.
That's interesting,
Well,
isn't
it explains a lot about why we normally don't talk Cowboys this time of year, because they're not doing anything, or we're talking about them. Just get off your ass, Jerry, and do something.
Yeah, and he is today, so that's good. Hopefully we'll have something else before the show ends.
Well, the NBA has said, hey, NFL, hold my beer a minute. Sham Charania says the NBA is canceling the Magic City game promotion on March 16th. Somehow, they're listening to Luke Cornett.
I believe canceling, according to Adam Silver, this promotion is the right decision for the broader NBA community. I'm not sure what broader he's talking about.
Poor choice of words?
Well, I don't know. Look, I don't really give a damn. I wasn't going anyway, but it's like I don't understand. If the Atlanta Hawks want to have this, who gives a damn? I mean, according to the place was sold out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I just have a hard time with, canceling something that the Atlanta Hawks want to do. The Spurs would never do it, and probably most NBA teams would never do it. So the Atlanta Hawks find something. It's a promotion. They sell out their building because nobody gives a damn about the Hawks in Atlanta. And so I don't know. And again, it's no skin off my back, but I don't understand. I don't understand why the NBA, they must have gotten hit by a ton of people.
Yeah, in the statement that Shams tweets out, we've heard significant concerns from a broad array of league stakeholders, including fans, partners, and employees.
Heard from abroad, huh?
He uses broad twice in this statement. Just,
But my understanding was there would be no broads. And if there were, they were going to be fully clothed.
When I was at the Spurs game the other night, now again, the Spurs can't control who buys tickets and who's wearing what. But as I was walking to my seat, I saw a dude with a Sugar's shirt on, and for what I'm going to assume are Sugar's employees wearing Sugar's T-shirts and jeans or whatever they were wearing, but walking around, and I'm sure at some point promoting their business. Whether they were just wearing shirts and go, hey, or not. But I think we were all surprised when they came out with this, and we all jumped to the conclusion, I won't say assumed, but that the NBA was on board with this. I have a hard time believing the Atlanta Hawks made that decision without consulting with the NBA. And I think probably had approval, and then the NBA, hearing all the concerns, decided to backtrack and say, yeah, we can't do this. Not with our NBA logo attached to it.
Well, on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, Claymore saying 10-year-old and 12-year-old kids showing up with their parents, that's who would concern. Well, I would assume if you're a parent, you're going to know what game you're going to. And you're going to know that it's a Magic City game. So you're going to choose to take your kids or not. I don't give a damn what Atlanta does, but I mean, the parents should take care of their own kids.
They should, but if you either have season tickets or maybe you bought the tickets, months ago because it's spring break or whatever the case is, and that was the one, and now they've added this promotion.
This promotion's we've been talking about it for over a month. I can't imagine that there's no one in Atlanta that hasn't heard of it. Show up, Magic City night. Who knew? Well, I don't know. Everybody on the planet knows about this because we've been talking about it for weeks. So I have an issue with that. If parents want to take their kids to that and explain to them what the hell Magic City is, that's the parents' prerogative.
It's a wing place, isn't it?
Well, it is. It is. With benefits, apparently. But, I mean, again, that should be the parents' decision whether they want to take their kids to this thing because they know what's going on. Nobody's going to show up there and say, wow, I had no clue. Had no clue. Well, I like porn.
You know, glass half full.
Yeah.
If you are one of the higher ups at Magic City in Atlanta, and you were all on board, while you might be a little disappointed and pissed off at Adam Silver, you're celebrating because you just got a ton of nationwide marketing.
Gosh. Yes.
For about a month.
Yes.
And with this decision from Adam Silver, whatever you had agreed to pay the Atlanta Hawks for this promotion, you no longer have to pay it.
Yeah, you got a ton of free publicity.
So, yeah, the as they call it in the business, the earned media here is worth all of it for Magic City. Now, the gear that was made for it, because I assume that's probably already been ordered, probably already been paid for, they're probably still going to be able to sell it or give it away, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, I don't know, will Atlanta in their Hawks team store be able to sell a Magic City hoodie?
I don't think so.
But
why would you do that? Because you'd have to explain to your kid what that is. Sorry, son, I bought a hoodie and it says Magic City. Well, Dad, what's Magic City? I mean, come on. Is that where Mickey Mouse lives? Oh, that's Magic Kingdom.
But it's a city within itself.
It is a city within itself.
I'm not surprised yet surprised. And Luke Cornett,
hey, props to him.
You got to believe that Luke Cornett's the attention he received from that blog post probably went a long way in getting a lot of other people to say, you know what, this isn't right.
You know what? Can I just address some of this stuff on YouTube?
What?
Mike's saying, I'm talking like a guy with no daughters.
Uh-huh.
Well, you want to explain to Mike that I have 5?
You got 5 daughters.
Yeah, I have 5 daughters.
You have 5 daughters.
Mike. Not only that, another guy wants to know if I know every single promotion of every game of the Spurs. No, but they don't get the publicity that Magic City and the Atlanta Hawks have gotten over the last month or month and a half. So there's a huge difference, guys. If you're going to talk to me, let's do apples and oranges. And look, if these ladies want to work at these establishments, that is entirely up to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's entirely up to them. They're grown women who can make their own decision about where they choose to work. So I don't want to be lectured on daughters. And would I want my daughters working there? Absolutely not. But if they're grown women and they can make their own decisions, and that's the way that it is. So it's done. It's over. We don't have to talk about it anymore. You tired of talking about Magic City?
I mean, still curious now. Might go next time I'm in Atlanta.
Dude, I guarantee you I'm going.
Just for the wings.
And, well, that's what I'm saying. And you hit the nail on the head. The publicity this place has gotten, they've got to be thrilled with this. They've got to be absolutely thrilled. So, look, if you choose not to go to Magic Mountain or Magic City, whatever the hell this place is called, then that's great. Don't go. Don't go. Oh, my goodness. We've been talking a lot of NFL free agency talk because, well, there's tampering going on. It's legal, but it is tampering. That's for sure. And we talked Atlanta Hawks. We'll probably talk a little Spurs basketball as well. We'll do it all when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. You get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast. You know the best way to do that is to call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747. Or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They are discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if it's you, a family member, a friend of yours, you're up in Dallas, down at the coast for spring break, License number 149. Call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or online, mybestbailbonds.com.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like rugs. People say a rug would really bring the room together. And sure, you don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Suddenly you're using words like jute and sisal. Then you see the price and lose it, because how can the thing you walk and spill on cost so much? So you devote your life to taking down Big Rug. But then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds. So, looks like Big Rug is safe. For now. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants, and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
Find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th. Yeah, it's officially sold out. 4. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
Jason just looking at a smiling Dan Weiss tweet. And a couple of things shocked me here. He says, best record since January 1st. Spurs 23-8. First of all, when did they lose 8 games since January 1st? I mean, my
January
goodness.
was kind of brutal.
I guess it was. Celtics 23-9, Cavaliers 20-9, and OKC 21-10. That's since January 1st. And I only say that because the Spurs Celtics have a showdown inside the Frost Bank Center tomorrow night, and I can't wait.
And the Spurs could get some help. Mason Plumlee, for the first time since he has signed with the San Antonio Spurs, isn't listed as out. He's questionable in his return to competition reconditioning.
Well, it obviously won't be long. If he makes it back tomorrow, great. If not, I'm sure it will be very soon. So that is good news. Harrison Barnes remains out. Just saw this with a left ankle impingement.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
I hate my impingement, especially on my left ankle.
So there you go. So but you're right, and goes on to say Plumlee is questionable. I'd like to see that guy in action, to see what he's got. I can't imagine he'll play a lot of minutes, but I would like to see him in action since the Spurs have him and they're keeping him for the rest of the year. I'd like to see it. But that game tomorrow should be a good one. Although I say that, I was looking so forward to that first Detroit game, and it turned out to be just a blowout. Spurs took care of them, and then obviously they did it again when they came here to San Antonio. But this Boston team's playing well. With Jason Tatum back, Brown is back healthy. They're playing well, so it's going to be interesting to see how that game turns out tomorrow. But the Spurs are just they're in fuego. Man.
They are, and quite frankly, so is Boston and Jason Tatum. He couldn't have asked for a better start. No appearances of rust or easing into it or any of that kind of stuff. And while they're not the best teams record-wise, they are the 2 best teams in the NBA going right now, one in the East and the West. And you just look at all the stats. It's either Boston or San Antonio that's 1-2 and all the different things that matter. And you just look at the way this Spurs team is playing. Now, I know when they lost to the New York Knicks on Sunday, or on that Sunday during the rodeo road trip, a lot of us, myself included, were like, that's what concerns me about this team when it comes to no playoff experience. Could we just maybe chalk that up to it was a clunker and they were due for one of those?
Yeah.
Early game after a couple days in New York, because the way they responded, and even down to the Clippers on Friday night, that could have gone in the clunker game category, but the way they were able to come back and the fact that Vic was tearful afterwards, just, his level and something along the lines of, glad it didn't go to overtime because my tank is empty. And he did. He emptied the tank all over. And then the way they destroy James Pledger's Houston Rockets yesterday.
Gosh.
I mean, James spent a lot of money yesterday to go down there and watch his team get destroyed.
Wow. Well, they did. And first quarter was competitive, but after that, it was gone. It was done. Spurs just put it on them. They're shooting lights out from the three-point stripe. And Wemby is just playing at another level.
Well,
the guy really is.
He's at another level, and as Wemby said, so are his teammates.
I would describe it just like the stat sheet is describing it. Not many turnovers. And that comes from anticipating a lot of what the opponents are going to do and just sharing the ball, just passing the ball. You see, it's like everybody's playing pass first, And, makes it hard for teams to figure us out.
Yeah, well, it does. And you don't. Who do you cover? Who do you? You obviously Wemby is a guy you have to pay attention to. De'Aaron Fox is another one. But if you're taking care of those guys, they got guys on the perimeter that can kill you. Devin Vassell, Julian Champagnie, Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson. This team is so deep. When you go in and game plan for this team, besides the obvious Wembanyama, you got to take care of some other guys too.
Well, you do, but I think just the last part from Wemby, it's hard for teams to figure us out.
Yeah.
This is where you give Mitch Johnson and that coaching staff a ton of credit because they're mixing it up every night. I thought Detroit, after the Spurs beat them in Detroit on the rodeo road trip, would come into San Antonio with that chip on their shoulder, a little bit of a revenge game. You know that they came up with a game plan after studying the film and doing everything, going, all right, this is what got us in Detroit. Here's how we're going to counter that. And the Spurs were 2 steps ahead and destroyed them again. Think about what they've done with Houston this year, right? Houston is a good basketball team, and the Spurs destroy them last night. And again, James Pledger was there. 145 to 120 was the final. And as James Pledger said, it wasn't even that close. Well, and it wasn't.
Score 145 points. Just think about that.
Season high.
How hot you were from the outside. I mean, they were over 50% from the three-point stripe. I don't know if anybody beats them if they're shooting that way. Can you? Obviously, they're not going to shoot 50% from the three-point stripe every night. But man, if they're hitting those baskets, they're a hard team to beat.
Well, and I know I've mentioned this after several games as of late. Early in the season, one of the knocks on this Spurs team is they played up or down to their competition. You know, they have some losses on the year that, especially now, you look and see how good this team really is, and you go, how'd they lose that one? And they also lacked killer instinct earlier this year. They would have leads, and they would watch those leads go away. Here recently, they get a big lead, and they maintain that in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the best teams in the league. Ime's going to impose his competitiveness and his will on his team. They have guys that have been around in terms of Kevin Durant and those young players that they're developing, and vets like Finney Smith and Capella and Okogie. So I was expecting it. I just wanted us to make sure we weren't feeding into the run. You may foul Kevin Durant trying to be physical, but let's not have a undisciplined foul. Let's not have a lazy pass that leads to a pick-6 turnover, so now they don't have to score against our set defense. Let's not settle for a shot that's not the best shot for us in that possession because what the score says. And that's the never-ending fight that we'll have to try to continue to be better at.
Amen. I love what he's doing. I love what this team is doing. I love how they gave Detroit certainly a different look when they came in.
Yep.
Boston is another animal. They're going to have to play well to beat Boston, but Boston's going to have to play well to beat San Antonio.
Well, and again, I think you look at what have they now 15 of their last 16.
Yes.
Nights like last night. Now, again, they were 52% from three, 21 of 40. That is not sustainable. But what is on a night like last night, 38 assists on 51 field goals. And as Mitch Johnson said, it's the ball movement that's been the key.
Starts with the defense and the rebound, because then you get to playoff misses. The pace has been really consistent, it feels like, recently, in terms of kicking the ball ahead, kicking the ball across, people running to put pressure on the paint if applicable or appropriate, and then also flattening the defense and getting to the corners. And when you do that with the speed that we can play with and the talent and dynamic variety that we have with the basketball, it's really hard to guard.
It really is, and they're playing well, and I love it. And I've got to ask you a question, and I hate asking this because you and Pledge probably knew this a long time ago, and y'all will make fun of me, but I don't care. When did they name Harper and Castle the Slash Brothers? Have you heard that?
It's been around, not since the beginning of the year, but yeah, around Christmas time. I mean,
really?
You get the Jackals. Everybody has a nickname.
All right.
So we won't make fun of you because some of them stick, some of them don't. Some use them, some don't.
Well, I haven't heard Area 51 lately.
Well, Jacob Toby did use it the other day.
He did?
By the way, happy birthday, Jacob.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And I heard Area 51, didn't I, on one of the national broadcasts? And by the way, Mike Tirico was fantastic last night.
Absolutely.
I loved how he called out Kevin Durant's burner account.
Tirico's the best in the business.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. He is absolutely the best in the business. So, Slash Brothers. Okay. There you go. You learn something new every day. I hadn't heard that. Slash Brothers.
Just keep going with it.
I kind of like it, although it kind of is a robbing of the.
You think?
Of the Splash Brothers.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah.
Huh.
So I mean, can we come up with something a little more? That was the
Never
Spurs.
put that together.
That was the Spurs Twitter account that sent that out.
Yeah. It's picking up. Now it's official.
Well,
if it's on Spurs Twitter, it's official now. You got to go with it.
Can we come up with something a little more, I don't know, original?
Well, they don't splash. They slash.
They slash. Well, they splash too.
They splashed last night.
They did.
Yes. So they're
but
doing
Splash
it all.
Brothers was taken, so we'll go slash. I mean, you know, if you hear a good idea, steal it.
Yeah, well, why not?
It's kind of like what we do, and I'm glad Tirico pointed this out too. The ode to the Minnesota Vikings skull chant. I know a lot of people in San Antonio get mad when you bring it up. Oh, that's what the Vikings have done. Oh, they do that in soccer over there. It's ours. No, it really isn't. It really isn't. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. And if you're there and you stay till the very end, you stay until you beat the drum. I like it, but we stole that from Minnesota. Now, I will concede it's a possibility that Wemby doesn't know anything about the Vikings or what they do. But it is, somebody should have told him.
I would say probably he doesn't.
And apparently they do that in European soccer. All right, cool.
They do.
They also do it. And the Minnesota Vikings probably stole it from them.
Yep.
But even Tirico last night, oh, yeah, the road to the Vikings. That's really not.
Their ode to the Vikings.
Or whatever he said. I mean, it was just like, yeah, because anybody still watching on national TV are probably doing the same thing. Well, they stole that from Minnesota. And who cares? You see a good idea, steal it, because it's been a long time since anybody's had an original idea. Ask Hollywood. That's why they remake everything.
That's very true. That's why I saw a thing for one of these reality shows that are coming back. I don't know if it's Big Brother or something. No imagination anymore. None.
Yeah.
And it's cheap to make. So
yeah, well, there's that.
There's that. More nicknames with Jason and Joe.
Not really.
Coming up next. Keep it right here on the Blitz. We do still have a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom we'll be giving away in the next hour. So keep it right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries do happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line, touchdown Vegas, what a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
Here she comes. Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop. Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations. Also, there's a beehive outside your store, and they're super aggressive. There's thousands of them.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired. Gross.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
The St. Patty's Day parties at the Roo Pub are legendary, and this year it will be the biggest St. Patrick's Day party ever. An all-day block party starting at 11 a.m. The green beer will be flowing. Live music with Finding Friday on the outdoor stage from 6 to 9. DJs at both the Roo and Angry Elephant before and after the band. It's an all-day party March 17th, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever before. So plan now to celebrate St. Patrick's Day the right way at the Roo Pub and Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Nigel, why are you wearing a tuxedo?
That's not just a tux. It's a statement.
But your pants are 3 inches too short and your shirt has ruffles? Folks, there's nothing sophisticated about plumbing or AC problems. When repairs are needed, call Quarter Moon and we'll have a truck at your home or office fast and we'll fix the problem with fair pricing.
Joel, don't be jealous of my new look.
That looks like it's from the 70s, and man, it sure is tight.
Nonsense, Joel.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is in the Alamo City. Lifted Truck San Antonio is on the corner of I-35 and Judson. Plus, come check out some of the baddest trucks live at the Roo Pub at the biggest St. Patrick's Day block party, March 17th.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a staff accountant at the height of tax season.
Congrats. Looks like the company owes, $50 in taxes. How about that?
That seems low. Why only 50?
Why do you care so much? It's not your money.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle, ultra-fine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's biggest moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7 so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Former Aggie wide receiver Mike Evans has agreed to a 3-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, Evans spent 12 seasons with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dolphins are cutting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, incurring a record $99 million cap hit. He's going to be replaced by Packers quarterback Malik Willis, who they are signing in free agency to a 3-year, $67.5 million deal.
Joe Reinagle.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a Monday, we're getting it done. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. Whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. I know if you get off work at 5 o'clock, you're happy as hell because you're off. Monday's over. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix. What a day it's been. I love these days where you got breaking stuff happening, just bam, bam, bam.
First day of the legal tampering, the negotiating period, whatever the NFL wants to call it. It is a fun day. And you know it's going to happen. And, you know, this deal, that deal, boom, boom. I mean, and it's kind of corny, but I like how ESPN did their setup today, being over with McAfee and having so many people on his set and the way they kind of had it all set up. A little corny, but it worked because, you know, McAfee is on right as everything is breaking. I guess they don't air Rich Eisen's TV show, right? So that's probably why they went with McAfee. Because when I was driving in listening to Rich Eisen, man, they were doing the same thing, just breaking news everywhere. And the fact that the Dallas Cowboys, big-time players today, and apparently not close to being done.
Well, they're not, but they're running out of ammo. According to the Twitter sphere, Nakobe Dean is going to the Raiders, along with Quay Walker.
It'll be
2 linebackers.
Well, and again, they were in the mix, and Nakobe Dean going there to the Raiders. Look, Patrick Queen is certainly available. I've seen Gene Slater saying, for those of you trying to get Fred Warner, wake up. That's probably not going to happen. Devin Lloyd still very much in the mix.
How about Greenlaw? Dude, that would be outstanding.
I just wonder about the price.
Who cares?
Jane Slater, free agent updates out there. Dre Greenlaw, no. Devin Lloyd in the mix, but nowhere close right now. Quay Walker, Todd Francis, his agent, and Walker has chosen the Raiders.
There you go. The Raiders, I tell you what, they spent some money today.
Mm-hmm.
They really had them and the Tennessee Titans, but I think the Raiders have even overtaken Tennessee. Boy, they have really spent some money today. And, they had a lot of money under the cap, obviously, and Max Crosby gone, but they've spent a lot of money and improved themselves tremendously. Or at least on paper, they've certainly improved themselves.
Well, and again, they're going to get a quarterback with the first round pick, so we'll ultimately see, do they have a veteran guy to start this year or throw Fernando to the Wolves right away? But the Cowboys getting a starting safety considered by Todd Archer, first splash free agent signing since Brandon Carr in 2012. That is just mind-boggling. Now, I know it was a great signing and a huge pickup, getting Jalen Thompson, the safety from the Arizona Cardinals, very versatile dude. But I didn't have him on that level until I saw that from Todd Archer. And I don't know if it's because it's day one, multi-years, it's 3-year, $33 million deal. But that says a lot about the Cowboys and how they have typically viewed free agency. They don't participate. Today, they make one big signing, that's done, one big trade, that is done, and now they've got to go find a linebacker.
They do, and Nakobe Dean was one guy that had been rumored to the Cowboys for some time, actually, not just today, but for some time, and he has decided to go and go to the Las Vegas Raiders. So, in case you haven't heard, and why I mentioned Dre Greenlaw, the Denver Broncos released him today. So he is out there, he is available, and another guy that, he may be expensive, it's possible, but he just got released. So I don't know what he would command, but he would certainly give you that attitude you're looking for on that defensive side of the ball, and certainly a guy with a green dot.
Well, and that's what they need to find. The idea, so far the two moves that the Cowboys have made today, in the trade with Green Bay to get Rashan Gary, the signing of Jalen Thompson, both have ties with members of that coaching staff on the defensive side, which is telling you that Jerry Jones wants his young coaching staff to utilize the relationships. I'm sure they sold Jerry and Steven and Will McClay and Christian Parker and Brian Schottenheimer on why these are the right guys to target and go get. They know what is going to be asked of them. Work habits, all that kind of stuff is in play. While not everybody they're going to talk to has a relationship, certainly seems that they're leaning into those relationships early, which is one of the reasons that might be a little surprising and maybe disappointing in the Star that Nakobe Dean chose the Raiders over the Dallas Cowboys, because it almost felt like the minute Christian Parker got hired in Dallas, Nakobe Dean was linked to coming to the Dallas Cowboys in free agency.
That could be money. I think
that could be.
I think Dean got $20 million
a
year. if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go back so don't quote me on that. But he got a pretty good contract with the Raiders. It could have come down to money, and that's his decision. But we'll see what else is out there. There's got to be something else out there. Obviously, you got the draft coming up next month. The Cowboys will be trying to find a player, especially at 12, that can come in and contribute right away. Maybe that's a Sonny Styles from Ohio State that could be that linebacker they're looking for. I'd prefer them go get a veteran, but we'll see what they do.
Well, and again, on the defensive side, I still want to experience probably at linebacker. But you look at the draft, the edge rushers that are going to be available in the draft, some of the linebackers that are going to be available in the draft, especially at number 12. So I do wonder are they tapping the brakes on some of these higher price free agents, hoping to get what they're looking for in the draft. Now, all their mock scenarios better be coming up that more than one of the guys they're targeting is going to be around at number 12. If you're approaching free agency with one of these three guys is going to be better than this guy in free agency or working a trade. But working a trade is still in play. You know, when you look at in this 3-4 defensive scheme that Christian Parker's running or going to run, do they need 3 high-priced defensive linemen? And the answer is no, because apparently, according to reports, Osa Odigizua was a part of their trade package for Max Crosby. Obviously, the Raiders didn't accept that, so Osa is still a Cowboy. But that does tell me that they are willing to part ways with Osa Odigizua. And with the money they have in Osa's contract that he signed a year ago, with Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams, that's a lot of money for 3 down linemen in a 3-4 defense.
Absolutely, it is a lot of money. But, again, they're going to have one of the best defensive lines, certainly in the NFC, if not all of the NFL. I mean, and, again, we talk about it all the time. And it baffles me for a team that is on a 30-year drought, why you wouldn't just go all in and why you are worried about – just do it. I mean, at this point in time, get the best players that you can possibly get. And – I worrying about money and hoping that a guy that you draft is going to come in and be that guy. That's a pretty big position to try and rely on a rookie to be your green dot guy, if that's where you're going with that, or to make a contribution right away. If you've got an opportunity to go out and find somebody that is a veteran, and I'm talking about a linebacker at this point in time, why not? What have you got to lose at this point in time?
Well, I mean
what you've been doing, and we're praising them for being different right now because this is different for the Cowboys. But if you're going to go this far, go that far. Take another few steps.
Well, one of the Todd Archer just tweeted out from ESPN, Cowboys were in the mix for Quay Walker, who ended up joining the Raiders. Told Walker had a Zoom with the Cowboys earlier in the day. He was higher on their list than Nakobe Dean. Search for linebacker does continue. Now, one of the things with Walker is his agent is Todd France.
Dak's agent?
And Brandon Aubrey's agent.
Well, it's got to be all about the money. And just to correct myself, Nakobe Dean signed a 3-year deal worth $36 million. So, I don't know. So 3-year deal, 30. What I do? Okay, thank you. Math is hard. So it doesn't seem like an outrageous price. Now, again, Nakobe Dean, we talked about it early in the show, has had some injury issues, and so maybe that's why the Cowboys didn't want to spend that much on Nakobe Dean, but I don't know. I would really like to see the Cowboys again go get another veteran that can play that linebacker position and get it done.
Now I look at where the Cowboys are right now, and yes, they need a linebacker, and they're not done. And the fact that you're hearing them in the conversations. Yeah, it sucks when you don't get the guy. but all these other teams and what they're trying to do. But Cowboys added a starting safety today and an edge rusher. It's been a hell of a start for the Dallas Cowboys. Normally, they don't make a move until next week. You know, this is Neiman Marcus time. This is your high-end shopping. And the Cowboys generally treat free agency, you know, like they're going to Dollar General, right? The fact that they've got 2 deals done on day one, impressive. We can focus on who they've missed out on, but it's kind of interesting to think Nakobe Dean has been linked to the Cowboys forever, and to see that they like the other guy better, and maybe it's injury history with Nakobe Dean, or maybe the relationship that everybody assumed Christian Parker had with Nakobe Dean wasn't quite as solid, or maybe, hey, I like you, man, but you can't play for me here in Dallas. Not for that kind of money.
No, absolutely. That's got to be it. And obviously, the Raiders were willing to pay more money than the Cowboys. So a lot to talk about in the NFL free agency situation. We'll continue that as well. I have to give away this $50 gift card.
Let's do it.
To Mellow Mushroom. Because it is a Mellow Monday. Mellow. It's a
Take 2.
It's a Mellow Monday. Yes. And so I got a $50 gift card. We have a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. We're giving away right now to caller number
19.
Look at Pledge shaking his head in there.
It's because Pledge heated up some burnt ends. Studio smells great. He walks in, is like, right before this segment started, you got 30 seconds. You guys want some? No, dude, we're about to talk for 20 minutes.
And those things are.
Thanks. Now they're gone.
They look great. But they're, I need like a tablecloth over here.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a fork, one of the two, Pledge, if you can make that happen.
Yeah, all right.
Look at you. All right. So caller number 19, you're going to get a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Fantastic. We're going to be out there on Thursday, by the way. I'm looking forward to that for sure. 210-656-3776, 656-ESPN. Good luck. Caller number 19. Oh, man. I got to tell you about Connecticut. I want to brag, actually, a little bit about my Connecticut quality water softener. And I want to tell you about it. And look, you've heard of Connecticut, obviously. They're the best in the business. There's no doubt about it. But I want to tell you about my reverse osmosis drinking station. This thing is fantastic. It is, it's just one of those perks that you get when you purchase a Connecticut quality water softener. They're going to give you one free. They'll install it right there at your kitchen sink. It's like having bottled water right there at your kitchen sink. You don't need to buy bottled water anymore because you have it right there. Everything tastes better. Your coffee's better. Your tea's going to be better. Just a drink of water is that much better. It is a fantastic deal. And to combine that with the efficiency and the quality of a Connecticut quality water softener, you can't go wrong. And you're going to get that thing for free. They've also got the free money special still going. 0% interest for 12 months. That is an incredible deal. You need to treat yourself, treat your family, and protect your house. That's what Connecticut does. Give them a call, 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. And you know the jingle. Sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
Hi, I'm April Ansira with the Ansira Auto Group. We've teamed up with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star to give away $60,000 to local charities in our Bracket for a Cause contest. 64 local charities will be randomly paired with tournament teams. The winner will get $50,000, while the team that suffers the biggest loss gets $10,000. All the details on how your nonprofit can enter are online at Ansira.com. That's Ansira.com. Good luck.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh,
Where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Replace your wiper blades and save $10 on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Beam blade technology improves windshield contact for maximum visibility. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-924-7415. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th.
Yeah, it's officially sold out.
4. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
Dude, nice little treat. Holy cow.
Well, Rob Thompson.
Props to you, Rob.
Mm-hmm. Rob Thompson made some pork belly burn ends over the weekend.
Man.
Left them for Pledge. And Pledge was kind enough to share. Now, I say he was kind enough to share. While he was answering the call to get to 19, Joe and I were able to sneak in there and snag some pork belly burn ends.
Uh-huh. That delicious. My goodness. Delicious.
Would have brought them to you if I wasn't busy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were good. Props to you, Rob. Well done, young man.
I asked him what he had on there. Honey hog and honey chipotle rub and some Kinder Bourbon molasses sauce.
Huh.
I knew there was some chipotle in there. You could taste it.
Yeah, you could taste a little heat.
Yep, that was well done. Burnt ends are so fantastic.
Oh, they really are.
Whether you're doing pork belly or brisket, they're just meat candy. Fantastic. Well done. So it's been a good day for Pledge. Because I brought him some ribs and some deer sausage.
Yeah.
And then he had some burnt ends.
Well, nice. That ought to hold him for another hour.
Nice barbecue day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Every day is a good barbecue day.
What's he going to do now for dinner? You got to get him something else.
He's probably going to go to McDonald's and get the Big Arch.
The Big Arch. Have y'all tried that yet?
No.
See, I didn't either.
Has anybody tried it?
I kind of forgot about it. I don't know.
Everybody in the world has made a video making fun of their CEO.
I wonder if anybody has. If you're on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page and you've tried the Big Arch, let us know how it is.
What was the Burger King one that they were making fun of how he ate it, so they did their own?
Well, because the guy took a big old bite of his Whopper and then needed a napkin. There's so many things with that McDonald's video. Now, granted, the people at McDonald's have always been really smart at marketing, so they might be getting the last laugh. But the fact that they had the guy, you're the CEO, and even your fry container isn't full, and you barely take a bite and act like you've never eaten McDonald's before, but all right, somebody said to do this. But everybody else's video, like the dude from P. Terry's, I liked his video. He was like, I don't want to eat on camera. That's uncomfortable. But I'll meet you somewhere and do something. And, like Matt Pittman at Me Church, he copied the script word for word, coming up with a funny video. It's like everybody has made videos of their CEOs eating their product.
Now, who's this guy? We're watching a video that Pledge put up.
Wendy's.
This is Wendy's.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So
He even goes for
this is the guy that replaced the dude in the white shirt, Dave, that died?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know that I've ever seen him before.
Did the fried dunk in the Frosty, the whole 9.
Uh-huh.
Well, I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time. It's been a hell of a long time. Casey on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page says, I tried it. I understand the face of the CEO now. Says, tastes like typical McDonald's burger with a different sauce. It's got Big Arch sauce. You've been sauced, Casey, by Big Arch.
Pledge, who won the gift card to Mellow Mushroom? You already forgot?
Slay.
Oh.
Slay. What, are you disappointed you didn't win or what?
No, a friend of mine just texted to say, did I win the card? I'm not sure.
What?
Like where you call her 19. She said, I think so.
I don't think she was.
Apparently not.
They're apparently watching us from Orlando.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And no, I don't think you won.
No, apparently not.
No.
Well, thanks for watching, though, from Orlando.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a vacation in Orlando? Business? What is it?
I didn't ask. I didn't know they were in Orlando.
You got it.
I'm busy working. I'm not going to get along.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
we have conversations all the time.
We do. we do.
Oh, my
Could be business. Could be fun. You never know.
Well, our one and only critique there is not a good one for the Big Arch.
Well, at some point,
I guess I'm going to try that. I don't know.
You don't have to. Well,
how many patties did it have? Two?
Just 2.
But by McDonald's standard, that's one like at Longhorn.
Well, that's very true. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One at like Whataburger, maybe.
Yeah, you got to have 2 at McDonald's. So, but if the sauce sucks, and I'm going to take a bite of that, and I'm just going to be thinking about Arch.
You're so creepy.
Well,
that's just gross.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, dude, you're never going to eat it now because the last thing you want to do is have an Arch sauce on your chin.
That's exactly right.
You're just not going to.
Yeah, I'm not.
And it won't be the Big Arch if you don't have the Arch sauce.
I got nothing against McDonald's, but I just
really, I can't tell.
I haven't been to one in a long time.
Well, but nothing against you.
Nothing against them. No, I haven't been to Burger King in a while either, or Wendy's for that matter. I get a burger, I'm going to the Roo Pub or a Whataburger or, somewhere like that.
Are we going to hear an In-N-Out reference?
No,
I didn't.
You will not hear that.
Whole new meaning to Arch leaving a bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
And poor Arch Manning had nothing to do with this. They might not even know who Arch Manning is.
Well, they should.
Did you see the CEO?
Yeah, but
I don't think he watches football.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't. He doesn't eat burgers either.
No.
How do you become the CEO of a burger place and you don't eat burgers?
You're good with numbers.
I guess. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Casey wants to know on our YouTube page, What sounds worse, arch sauce or horsey sauce from Arby's?
Depends on what you're into, Casey.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, well. See, I'm not a huge Arby's fan either.
See, I like Arby's. Did you see the fake Arby's video, what they were doing with that roast beef sandwich?
No. Dude, where are these? Online or what?
Yeah, yes, Joe, they're online.
Where
else would they be? Are they in the internet?
I have a life. I don't just scroll on the internet and watch.
That's so not true.
Watch CEOs eat their crappy food.
I'm glad you said eat their crappy food.
I'm just saying. You're fake.
I know it. There's nothing wrong with Big Mac and a beer. Not long ago, I hadn't had a Big Mac in a while, had a craving, and realized why I hadn't had a Big Mac in a while, and that's what it's good for. But McDonald's, one, great fries.
Yes.
And if you're driving, those two little cheeseburgers are the best. It's not that one, Pledge. I'll send you another one.
But you can get those little cheeseburgers double.
Yeah.
Like double meat, and that's much better. But yeah, you can still hold them and drive. Yeah, you can do that with Chick-fil-A too.
Yeah.
I do that from time to time.
Snotty Chick-fil-A. You're eating that while driving with your little pinky out.
A little Chick-fil-A
You're too
with
good
the
for McDonald's.
Waffle fries.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm not trying. I can't try the big arch now. I just can't do it.
Oh, you're going to have to.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're going to have to.
No.
We're going to have to do it live on the air.
No.
See if you can take a bigger bite than the CEO. Give a real reaction.
Keep that arch sauce down.
That wouldn't take much because that dude didn't take a very big bite.
No, because he knew what he was in for.
He did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when the CEO says it sucks by the look on his face.
And you can
that's
tell
pretty bad.
That he is surrounded by nothing but yes men or yes people.
Well, of course.
Because there's nobody that could have been around when they were filming that or editing that or before they hit send that had to think that was a good idea unless it was planned that way. Kind of like Magic City and the Magic City night in Atlanta getting canceled. The amount of attention that Magic City is getting is worth everything for them, even though the promotion isn't going to happen. The amount of attention that McDonald's is getting, by Jerry Jones's motto, as long as you're talking about us, good, bad, or indifferent, maybe this was all by design from McDonald's, and they want to see how many people would actually eat the arch sauce.
Well,
and
maybe.
if they don't do an NIL deal with the Longhorns, they've missed out.
Yeah, but if it sucks, does Arch want to have his name associated with that?
How many millions do you think he's going to get?
So you would, okay, I see how you. So you'd eat a crappy burger as long as they were paying you.
Well, it doesn't mean he has to eat them.
Well, he does.
They just have to associate with it, but he doesn't have to take a big bite. That's clear.
But guess who's going to get blamed when you hate that burger?
You're going to blame him whether you're going to blame Arch Manning right now. If you wear maroon, if you wear burnt orange, you can separate fact from fiction, right?
Well, Aggies can't.
We know how
That's
this
true,
works.
Yeah. That's very true. Very true.
I won't be having the Arch Burger tomorrow because we're going to be live at the San Pedro driving range. I believe tomorrow my lunch will be a Philly cheesesteak quesadilla. Thursday, we're going to be at Mellow Mushroom. I can guarantee I won't be having an Arch Burger on Thursday.
No. I won't have one Wednesday either, in between.
It's possible.
No.
It's possible.
I'm not going to do it.
I think Pledge is getting us all Arch Burgers on Wednesday.
Oh, he is, huh?
Because he'll eat them.
No. That doesn't even look appetizing to me.
Oh, stop. You eat everything. You're going to ask for extra Arch sauce.
I'm looking forward to San Pedro driving range.
It's going to be fun.
Flight by Yingling, putting contest. You can win a Flight by Yingling golf bag if you beat me. And it's possible to do that.
So technically speaking, if you have a better score than Joe, and everybody that does have a better score than Joe, because obviously Beer Santa thinks a lot of people are going to be better than you. If your score is better, then it goes into the bucket for the golf bag.
What do you mean Beer Santa? Really?
Well, he didn't say everybody that gets a better score than Joe gets a golf bag.
No, that's not what he said.
There's one. Yeah, but that's what you just said, so I had to clarify.
Oh, well, I'm
if
glad,
you beat me, you get a golf bag. That's not true.
Well, who's going to beat me?
Well, apparently a lot of people.
Nah, ain't going to happen.
Well, I mean.
Ain't going to happen, Minix. We'll see.
I will say this, though. We normally do beer bets.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. If I have a better score than you tomorrow on the putting contest, you have to eat an Archburger live on the air on Wednesday.
Okay.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
All right.
And what do you do if I beat you?
Nothing. You're expected to beat me. You're like a.
Well, that's
what you
not
say
right.
earlier? You're going to beat me by 15 strokes.
I just
I'm
said
not taking the numbers. It's just straight up.
Fair
just
enough.
Straight up.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I'll do it.
You know me. I'm going to drink a beer tomorrow and have a quesadilla. But you're so confident and cocky in how you're going to destroy me. When I win, you got to eat an Archburger.
I'll eat an Archburger.
All right.
Because there's no chance that that's happening.
Exactly.
So I'll agree to that.
I mean, you'll agree to that, but if it was the potential thought of, say, shaving your head, you wouldn't do that.
I feel pretty confident, but I'm not doing that.
See, but you will eat an Archburger.
I'll eat an Archburger.
Gizzards?
No, I already tried those. They're horrible.
What's that?
Gizzards.
Gizzards. Gizzards are lovely.
All right, we got to take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up the day that was in the NFL, tell you who's going where and what's happening and all of that kind of good stuff. So keep it right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you're having any issues at your house with your plumbing, your AC, you know there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899. That is the phone number, 651-5899. At Quartermoon, they are experts at worst-case scenarios. Big job, small job, residential or commercial. Their service trucks are fully stocked, and they have all the equipment needed for any job. No commission. Sales reps, they'll provide estimates and second opinions, and they have a great experienced staff that has earned an A-plus ranking with the Better Business Bureau. And at Quartermoon, they are green certified. It's March 9th. You know the heater's the heat's going to be on here soon. You're going to have to make sure your AC is ready to go. Quartermoon, they got great maintenance programs that ensures you are ready for every season. So call Quartermoon, 210-651-5899, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Tuesday on the Morning Huddle, we've got a big one to get you ready for tonight. San Antonio welcomes the Celtics into town.
And it's college tourney time. SEC, ACC, Big 12, you name the conference is playing soon. We're going to talk about it all. Hey, get here early. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Trying to keep up with today's fast-changing digital landscape? With more ways to consume content than ever before, it is getting harder to reach your customers. You need more than just a presence. You need the experts at Conrex Digital. We craft websites that convert. We curate engaging content on social and block channels. We generate quality leads through Google and Meta. We dominate your competition on streaming TV. Bold marketing, real results. Conrex Digital makes it happen. Visit conrexdigital.com. That's conrexdigital.com.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is here. Lifted Trucks San Antonio is on the corner of I-35 and Judson. Shop over 1,000 lifted trucks online at liftedtrucks.com or visit one of our Texas locations today.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around, or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants, and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Well, the Seattle Seahawks finally kept somebody. Rashid Shaheed is going to stay in Seattle. They've lost a lot, especially on that defense. I say a lot, 2 or 3 players that have been signed or will be signed by other teams. But Rashid Shaheed is staying put in Seattle.
Yeah, getting $51 million over 3 years. They do lose, though, the Super Bowl champs, their Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
He's going to go join the Chiefs, try to run it back with Travis Kelce, who did agree to a 1-year, $12 million deal to stay with the Kansas City Chiefs.
So happy we get one more year of Taylor Swift.
I'm a Swiftie.
That's going to be fun. That's probably the Goodell calling Kelsey, say, hey, dude, man, come on. You got to give us one more year.
Dude, we don't know that that's going to happen.
Of course it is.
Yeah, well, you don't. I mean, Dak Prescott thought he was getting married in a month, and look what happened over the weekend. Until there is a ring on the finger and a wedding and TMZ photos, it could all fall apart in a hurry.
Well, it could.
I asked Dak Prescott. He was so close to a ring, yet
it escapes him again.
The question is, who's asking for the prenup? Would it be Taylor? Or would it be Travis?
Well, it'd have to be Taylor. She's a billionaire. I mean, Travis makes good money, don't get me wrong, but he's not a billionaire.
He's not, but if things go south, just saying.
That's going to be interesting to see. I wonder how they handle that. Because, I mean, honestly, if you're Travis Kelce, I'd sign it. I mean, you're making your own money. You're going to continue to make a lot of money, even after you retire from football, so you're going to be just fine.
Well, what was that? New Heights deal is what, $100 million?
That's
only
true.
going to get more.
Right.
All the TV that he's going to do.
He's going to do a lot of TV.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor does okay, but, I mean, Travis has the potential. But seriously, who in that relationship? Now, by all accounts, it was Dak's fiancée that called things off, although you can read a lot of places that, man, something must have happened at that bachelorette party, although why have a joint bachelor and bachelorette party and try to do normal bachelorette and bachelorette party things?
Uh-huh.
At that point, if it's joint, hey, we're going on a couple's cruise on the yacht. Who wants to go, and make it more of like your normal party?
Sure. I can see that. But, yeah, I wouldn't want to have a bachelor party and a bachelorette party together. I mean, that kind of defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it?
It just seems like it was a bad idea, and it ends with the wedding being called off. And of the limited number of guests, somebody shared the email confirming the party was going to be canceled. The wedding was going to be canceled to TMZ.
It was going to be in Italy.
Well, yeah.
They had a big deal. I wonder if they get some of that money back. 'Cause,
No.
they had
No.
deposits and everything else.
You
so.
don't get your money back on that.
Well,
but I'm curious. Now, everybody going to that wedding, I'm sure, was rich. Do you still go on your vacation? You've already bought the plane tickets.
There are probably a lot of football players, don't you think?
You would think. I mean, but do you still go on the trip? I mean, if it's already planned, you've already bought, unless you bought the trip insurance.
I would probably still go.
Even
it's
though
in
there's-
April, and there's no football activities that I'm aware of at that time.
So you think there'll be a bunch of people there that were planning to go to a big-ass party, probably still have a good party together,
Well,
right?
I bet they will. I mean,
they're all probably at the same resort,
I would go.
The shared Airbnb with 87 rooms. I mean, all of it.
Yeah. I have a feeling a bunch of rich people aren't sharing an Airbnb. I just spitballing, but, yeah.
They don't? They're not like us?
No.
Fighting over who gets the master bedroom?
No. They got their own place. I would if I'm a rich dude. I'm not staying with you. Come on. Got my own place. Why would I do that? It's unfortunate for Dak because, I mean, they seem like they were, they were a good couple. But you never know what's going on behind closed doors, right? You just don't.
Well, and again, if he truly wanted her to sign a prenup, I can't say that I blame him.
No.
And I'm surprised that she ended it all, if that's true.
Yeah.
Over that. I mean, granted, it sounds like if that's the case, he certainly dodged a bullet because, while, he'll spend a lot of money in child support, he ain't losing half.
No.
You think I'm an idiot?
He's not losing half, but again, they've got 2 kids together, so those kids are going to be taken care of, and I'm sure Mom will be compensated as well.
Yeah, well, and the other part, isn't that something you kind of figure out before you get this close to the
I would think so, unless they've been talking about it, and Dak was, I don't want to piss her off. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Who knows what the real answer is?
I mean, Dak did play on the tag for 2 years, so he is a stern negotiator. But is she the same way then?
Yeah, good question.
Keep putting it off.
Yeah,
let's talk about it next week. Bizarre.
Crazy. Well, it's sad. I hated that happened. They seem like nice people. Well, I know Dak a little bit. I don't know her at all.
No.
So she seems nice.
Sure.
So.
Hey, it's not our business.
It's not.
What he does on the football field is fair game.
That's what we do.
This stuff, leave him alone.
Well, dude, I'm no one to give anybody any marriage advice or.
Dude, you're the best. I mean, you've been married 3 times. I mean, you got a lot of experience at this.
I'm just saying. I've got. I'm good. I'll stay out of it, and Dak can do his deal with whomever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Unplug it, maybe.
Yeah, unplug the wedding.
The no ring jokes just write themselves.
They really do. And
I mean, you can't help it.
It was all over the place when this news broke. Yeah, Dak still can't get a ring.
They're so close.
Who did the Texans just sign pledge?
Blankenship.
Reed Blankenship, the safety from
Yeah.
Philly.
Nice.
That's a huge get for the Houston Texans.
3 years.
Blankenship and Bullock on the back end.
24, almost $25 million, 3 years. Seems like a pretty good pretty good salary there, too.
Is he going to block for CJ, too?
So that defense just gets better.
Well, they know they don't have an offense, so they can't let anybody score. You know, it's the opposite of the Dallas Cowboys, although the Cowboys' defense is better today. They make the trade early to get Rashan Gary from the Green Bay Packers, and then they're able to sign safety Jalen Thompson, getting a starting safety, versatile guy, described by Todd Archer as a splash signing, the first splash signing for the Cowboys in free agency since Brandon Carr in 2012. Now, I'm excited about the move, and I did not, when I first saw Jalen Thompson, I was like, oh, great move. Big splash signing. I don't know, does it fall in that bucket, or does it fall in that bucket because it's the Cowboys, they actually signed somebody?
Well, I think that could be it. I find it eerie, Jason, the fact that the last one was a defensive back, and this guy's a defensive back. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And
your
Brandon
Michigan man philosophy.
Brandon Carr, didn't work out too well.
It was good for a while.
Yeah, he was all right. We'll see.
I mean, but we all say all these guys don't work out well when they don't lead us to a Super Bowl.
Or the playoffs.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get to the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl.
Well, true. And you got to get past the first round to get there.
What?
That's a problem. You didn't know that?
Second round.
Yeah. They've been to the second round a couple of times. By the way, the Texans did keep one of their guys today, guard Ed Ingram. 3 years, $37.5 million. And Sheldon Rankins they kept on a 2-year, $12 million deal. So Texans weren't completely silent today, although they still have some work to do on that offensive line. And then they go get Reed Blankenship. That's all they needed was another defender.
Defense wasn't good enough.
No,
apparently not.
It could have been better.
Yeah,
it could have been better. You know, the Jalen Thompson deal. Maybe this is why it's splash. The first outside free agent they have signed for more than $6 million annual salary since Gerald McCoy in 2020.
Wow.
And he hurt his leg as soon as he showed up and never actually played.
Wow. You know, look, I hope these work out. I would really like to see the Cowboys spend some more money on a linebacker. They missed out on a couple of Eagle players today. And in Nakobe Dean and Walker. I'd like to see them do that. And Dre Greenlaw, to me, is out there. I'd at least kick the tires on the guy. He was released by the Denver Broncos today. So he is out there, and he's a free agent.
Although Jane Slater tweeted out, I'm paraphrasing, but it doesn't look like the Cowboys are in on Dre Greenlaw. Now, maybe because of the timing of everything, they were coming down to the wire and ended up not getting a couple of players, and maybe that changes now that they kind of reset, see who's left that they were going after. And then you've also got to look up and try to figure out why Dre Greenlaw is available. And it might be price right out of the gate. Although the Cowboys seemingly willing to spend some big money, they were in on the deal for Max Crosby, seemingly, according to reports, made a hell of an offer, but it didn't include 2 first-round picks. It was, according to reports, a first, a second, and an Osa Odigizua. And the Ravens came in and offered 2 firsts. The Chicago Bears also offered 2 firsts, but the Ravens picks, those ones, are better than the Chicago first. And so he ended up going to the Ravens. Now, I would have actually traded him to Chicago because he's in the NFC as opposed to the AFC if you were getting the 2 ones. But where Chicago's picking this year in the first round and where Baltimore is, it's a much more valuable pick. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. And again, today's just starting, and it was a fun day because there was breaking news all over the place. Fred, on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, wants to know about Brandon Aubrey. If you haven't heard, Cowboys tendered him, a second-round tender. Which means that if he stays in Dallas or they don't do anything, they can still negotiate with him, but so can everybody else. If somebody offers him something the Cowboys don't want, they get a second-round pick in return.
Yep.
So, but I think what was it like 5.5,
Yeah.
5.6, something like that $1 million for this 1 year. So that's what happened with Brandon Aubrey. I think that happened yesterday. They also tendered T.J. Bass, offensive lineman, who, depending on who you ask, I guess depth-wise he's fine, but other than that, I don't know. Looking forward to another big day, though, in the NFL free agent frenzy. And then Wednesday, all these guys can actually sign their deals. So we'll hear some more stuff tomorrow, I'm sure. Pledge is going to talk about this a little bit. I know he will, because Extra Innings with James Pledger is coming up next here on 94.1. Be sure and tune in early in the morning. Listen to the fellas on the Morning Huddle, AJ and Rob. They'll get your day started out well. Big game for the Spurs tomorrow. Minix and I are live out at the San Pedro Driving Range and Par 3 with our friends from Flight by Yingling tomorrow. Come on out and see us. We got a putting contest going on out there, so come see us tomorrow. Of course, we'll do the show from 2 to 6. And until then, have a great night, everybody.
Riding I-10 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
The Valero Texas Open is a can't-miss event. Here's your chance to enjoy food, drinks, and the world's best PGA Tour pros as they tee it up at TPC San Antonio. You won't want to miss the unforgettable, unexpected, and winning moments at the Valero Texas Open. Proceeds help us continue a long-standing tradition of giving back to our community. Buy tickets on ValeroTexasOpen.com and join us April 2nd through the 5th.
Hi, I'm April Ancira with the Ancira Auto Group. We've teamed up with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star to give away $60,000 to local charities in our Bracket for a Cause contest. 64 local charities will be randomly paired with tournament teams. The winner will get $50,000, while the team that suffers the biggest loss gets $10,000. All the details on how your nonprofit can enter are online at Ancira.com. That's Ancira.com. Good luck.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.